All right, this is David Brock's live. Piper High School for a very fine matchup between the undefeated Piper Pirates and the 3-1 Bonner Springs Braves. The only loss on the Braves record so far is against Eudora in week 1. They've won 3 straight. Piper undefeated in 4 games, set to kick off. Back to the scene of the crime 2 years ago. Game of the year between these two teams. Very good crowd here at Bonner as we're set for kickoff. How you doing, Vernon?
Doing well. Ready to see this highly anticipated matchup between two local rivalries.
We're set. Piper steps into it. Return set up. Moving to the 25. Gets the edge brought down from the back. Very close to a penalty, but not called for a horse collar. We're set now to see this high-powered Bonner Springs offense face off against this defense of Piper. What are you looking for in this matchup here, Vernon?
Well, this is kind of the matchup we've been looking forward to. Piper's defense has been stellar all season. Bonner's offense, we've seen them a couple weeks ago put up high and heavy numbers. So this is a matchup we've been looking for. We'll see the front 7 of Piper, how they do against this up front of Bonner.
Snap is set up. Got a two-way pass going here as they try to throw it up to Jonah Freeze, who's going to catch it and step out of bounds at the 40-yard line.
Opening up the game with a little trickery, going into the bag of tricks early on with the
setup
reverse.
Got a two-way pass going here as they try to throw it up to Jonah Freeze, who's going to catch it and step out of bounds at the 40.
Would have been able to walk into the end zone, threw it more to the sideline, but Freeze with the easy catch.
McIntosh on Freeze is going to be a huge matchup here as they go quick up into the line. Byers goes into the pistol. Holmes deep. Snap. Holmes with his own misdirection play, flag on the play. I'm almost starting to think now that the second time that we get to see Marcel Holmes live, that's by design, that he takes the handoff and heads one way and turns back the other.
It's hard to say. I don't know if it's as much by design or him recognizing there's nothing to go there, and with him having the success that he had on a lot of the cutbacks, he found that to be a common theme for him now. But I'm not going to quite yet say it's by design.
So that is a hold. It will be first down and 21. Ball back into Bonner territory. Byers goes back into the shotgun with Holmes. Byers in the pocket. Fires upfield. He's got another man open. Knocked out last second. Good play there by number 8, Ty Baines.
Number 14's Byers' pass is caught by number, I'm sorry, not caught by number 2, Glenn. Stops the clock at 11.
Good play there by Baines.
Makes it second down.
Yeah, did a good job not giving up on the play. Looks like one that was going to be an easy reception, but he was able to put his helmet in there on the football and knock it out before he was able to maintain complete possession of that football.
Second down, 21 for Bonner Springs. They bring the trips set down the bottom of your screen, giving Freeze a little bit more room up top. Holmes comes all the way to the top of your screen. Now empty set here for Byers. Byers going deep again downfield. He's got Freeze there, caught. Complete, got into those safeties, and he's able to pull it down for another big game.
Much better ball there by Byers, and as we talked about on the broadcast, Jonah Freeze going up and attacking the football. Most receivers will keep running, but he planted his foot, came back and jumped up and was able to haul in the reception. Jonah Freeze off to a big early part of the season this year for the Braves.
Byers, quick toss, Holmes. Piper swarms there and tackles him behind the line of scrimmage, a loss of 2.
And there's the first time we called the name of Colton Beebe on the evening, the standout linebacker for Piper, which just received his latest offer from Army, but sitting with a few offers in his hand from a few D1 institutions. First tackle there in the backfield.
Second down, 14 for Bonner.
Got Freeze matched up one-on-one.
Good pressure there by Piper.
On that one, is actually a really good job there by the cornerback, Devin McIntosh, for Piper. Freeze tried to run a little bit of a in-out move. I don't want to necessarily call it a post corner, but he tried to do a little in-out. And McIntosh did a good job of putting his hands on him, not letting him get into that route, which was probably the first option that Byers was looking for there.
It's going to bring up a 3rd down, 14 ball set just right at the 20-yard line of Piper.
3rd down.
And they'll set the trips at the top of your screen. Jonah Free is going to have plenty of room down here at the bottom of your screen against McIntosh. And Holmes comes in motion, comes out wide. McIntosh goes in, and now Freeze is going to be set up against the safety, Trayvon Jones. Big hit in the backfield, and they're calling that a fumble. Ball still on the ground, and Marcel, it looks like it might be Marcel Holmes that was able to get back on top of it.
Struck hard by number 17, Paul.
But a big blitz there on the backside by Sean Paul, was able to put his helmet into the back of Byers as he attempted to throw the ball. It looked like for a second number 54 for Piper, Alex Bach, was going to be able to scoop and score.
Yeah.
But he wasn't able to get possession of it. So
you go from a 3rd down, 14 possible field goal to you got a punt now. Sean Pauls is the area's leading sacker from the defensive end position.
You can't just let him come off backside like that.
Rugby style
with
punt,
a free shot
good
on
punt
your
all the way down. Looks like they're going to mark it inside the 10, right around the 10.
Byers kick.
So Bonner, looked like they had a good drive going on a couple of big pass plays. Got down within the green zone and wasn't able to get nothing. Stop on 1st down with a hit in the backfield. Wasn't able to do nothing on the next 2 plays. So, a good drive stalled.
I was talking to Coach Brindle right before the game. I told him I'm going to be counting punts. How many times can they make Bonner Springs punt? This is going to be their style of game if they can play field position. And right now, Bonner's done a good job of pinning Piper. We'll see if they're able to run their way out of here. They'll come out in a pistol formation. BB, the lead blocker. And it looks like Trayvon Jones is going to move upfield, pick up about 2.
They're on the tackle for Bonner, number 54, Jacob Wiley, a name we called off a couple weeks ago. Anchoring the defensive front there of Bonner, which, their front 7's pretty solid as well.
Baines, toss again. Trayvon Jones moving to the top of your screen. He's going to be brought down, maybe a pickup of 1. If anything, good pursuit there by the Bonner defense.
Yeah, great linebacker play by Charlie Gray there. Did a good job of shooting the C gap and chasing them down from the backside. Was able to hold them to a short game.
So we've got a 3rd down, 6. We'll see. 3rd down, 7. Call it for Piper.
Where it's 3rd down, 5.
Baines. Same formation, BB set near screen.
Like they're set up for maybe some type of.
It is a quick give to BB, and he's going to be banged down right in the backfield. Set up a 4th down.
That's what you have to do if you're Bonner, especially when they try to sneak BB up the middle. You got to gang tackle them, and they did a good job. There are 4 or 5 guys surrounding the ball, and just like that, 3 and out for the Piper offense. Sims just try to run a basic dive, good penetration in the middle of that defensive line there.
So Colton Beebe handles the punt duties. He'll do so from his own end zone. And Bonner looking to get set up with some good field position. Kick is up and away. Taken in their territory. Good cut upfield. Flag flies in.
Couple of them.
2 flags.
Actually, what looked like was going to be good field position with the return. Did a good job of making the first guy miss. Looks like it's going to come back with some type of hold, blocking the back. We'll see here shortly from the White Hat. And here's the call.
It is a block in the back. Looks like they'll count it off from the 39. 10 yards from there, they'll still be set up in Piper territory. Right at the 49 of Piper.
Goes back to the 49-yard line, just into Pirate territory. It's 1st down.
So we talked a lot about the Piper defense, but Bonner's defense comes out, gets a quick 3 and out, and sets their team right back up with good field position.
And it all started from the first, play, not giving up. Piper's one of those teams as well that likes to be 2nd shorter, 3rd and shortest. And Bonner did a good job of stalling them out.
Holmes comes in motion to the bottom of your screen with Freeze to get that safety over. Good strategy there by Piper, and it sets up a middle screen, not going anywhere, no gain on 1st down.
The intent there to run a middle screen there to Glenn. Ty Baines sitting right there, standing home, was able to get in there, make a short tackle on 1st down.
Actually, they do get 1 yard on the play, so it'll be 2nd down 9 for Bonner Springs. Byers and Holmes now set side-by-side. Freeze down at the bottom of your screen. And again, no safety help right now for Freeze and McIntosh, who did a very good job against Kenneth Banks from Lansing at wide receiver. Holmes takes the handoff. Look, ball on the ground, fumble. Trayvon Jones is able to pick it up now. Moving upfield. Still on his feet, and he's going to get brought down there. Big hit by the Piper defense, causing a turnover.
Scooped up by number 5, Jones of the Pirates.
Yeah, big play there. We're going to see it on the replay. Little read option play there for Bonner, but we see number 54, Alex Bott, going in, making the play, put his head on the football, scooted out. Jones was able to pick it up, and just like that, Piper will get the ball back.
It'll come out now, 1st and 10, shifting the field position big time there. As you see, Baines will come out in the pistol with BB. It is a straight look fake to BB.
Again,
Wiley's there again in the backfield.
I'll tell you what, it's early in this ball game. He's kind of manhandling the up front guys for Piper. Each play he's able to get through there and make some havoc. He was the one who got through on that play where he was able to cut down BB. So playing with a lot of aggressiveness tonight is Mr. Wiley.
2nd down, 12 on a windy night here at Piper, but still good weather, clear. Baines in the pistol with BB. Takes a snap, straight drop, fires across the middle. It's going to be picked off by Thaddeus Glenn. Turnover, good job there. They exchange turnovers.
Yeah, a little miscommunication there with the receiver and the quarterback. He just kind of threw it over there. It looked like he was expecting the receiver there to stop. But Glenn, having his eye on the quarterback with a diving interception.
So just like that, turn around and they lost 7 yards.
Looking like a Kansas City Royals outfielder there.
Doing a little Aoki in the outfield, Aoki-doki. Byers in the shotgun. So as Holmes, check that freeze, will check to the top of the screen now. He's got single coverage up top against number 16.
So trading turnovers early on in this ball game.
Byers, pressure up the middle, looking to try and get away, and he will not. Sean Pauls again able to get to Byers and get the sack, the 7th of the season.
You can already tell early on with the pressure that they're able to get without even blitzing. You know, Bonners, as they did with the first drive, they're not going to be able to have a lot of time back there to throw the ball. A lot of their throws are going to be 3-step, get it out the quarterback's hand.
Got to bring up a 2nd down, 16 for Bonner Springs. Like an all or nothing type situation. Either they get a big play or they get a loss. As Byers in the pistol, option right up the middle. He's got some room. He'll pick up the yardage they just lost and maybe a couple of more.
Good job there by Byers. Going with a 4 or 5 receiver set there, was able to spread them out. Just go right up the middle there. He's, you know, number 1, Khalil Richard was there, but he didn't make the play. Positive yards there by Byers.
47-yard line.
How to bring up a 3rd down and 7. Manageable 3rd down for Bonner Springs as the trip set of Glenn, Hoffine, and Amayo line up at the bottom of your screen. Amayo will come in motion. Byers sets up the middle screen, and the ball is knocked down and away, incomplete.
That's a funky little setup there. Try to bring him a little bit of motion.
Stops the clock with 5.
Try to set up a little middle screen there, but nothing happening there. Number 58 for Piper, Brandon Alperson, was sitting right there.
And we'll bring the punt team on for Bonner Springs. Back deep, J.J. Letcher. Letcher, a sophomore this year. Rugby-style kick is away towards the sideline, away from Letcher. The ball will bounce at about the 24-yard line, and it'll be out there.
Another thing that style kick does is gives your covers opportunity to get down the field a little bit to be able to cover, especially when you have such an electric returner back there as you have with Letcher. So
you set up a possibility for a fake later in the game, too, if you're able to get a bit of a read over there if you could still kick it. So Piper now with their 3rd possession, a 3-and-out and a turnover. Again, this team's not going to be too flashy on offense. Straightforward running game, option game with Baines, who scored a few times this year for Piper. They do spread out here, though, with BB in the backfield. It is a straight give to BB right up the middle, and he's hit right at the line and brought down for a loss.
Again, Mr. Wiley making havoc in the middle of the defensive line. Called his name 3, 4, 5 times now. You know, the thing about Piper, they hope to be able to knock off, 2, 3, 4 yards on that type of play up the middle to open up opportunities and maybe get on the perimeter with Jones. But as long as Bonner continues to stuff that.
They'll come out same formation, trip bottom of your screen with Jones, Letcher, and Guess. Baines rolls this way. Familiar look from this Piper team, throws it across the middle, and Letcher gets pounded and knocked down. He's able to hang on to the football, though. Flag is thrown as the defender launches itself at Letcher.
And that's what that call is really going to be. It's going to be that launching penalty. He lifted itself up off the ground and went kind of launched itself into him. So they actually called the helmet spearing type play there. But, regardless of high school, college, professional, they're not going to let you launch up and take a shot on a receiver who's not able to kind of defend itself a little bit. So a big penalty.
Props to Letcher, though, holding on to the football, gets those extra yards.
After that hard penalty, ball moves right into
good job there by Baines as well, eluding the pressure that was coming from him. Had 3, 4 guys on his tail, kept his eyes upfield, and was able to find Letcher, who kind of hooked up in the zone there.
Baines now in the pistol. Takes the snap, straight drop, good pressure up front. He's going to get brought down right there. Big sack by Bonner Springs.
Number 19,
Joshua Adams, the 6'3", 215-pound junior lineman, was able to get some pressure in there. Bain tried to escape him a little bit, but he held on just long enough to bring him down and get called in the grass. So big first down sack there by the Braves.
Baines will come up with a triangle set at the bottom of your screen. Jones in the backfield. Snap. Fires outside.
Hook and lateral. Saw that coming from a mile away.
Works and picks up about the yardage that they lost there on first down.
So, that's the play you try to run and hit a home run. So good job there by Bonner, continuing to pursue the play. Was able to hold it to not much. I mean, that's one of those plays you try to run and take it all the way to the house. But good job of
11.
The Bonner defense continue to read and react.
Third down, 11 for Piper now. Ball at midfield. Baines. Again, same triangle formation, rolling near side. Baines able to move away, throw the ball downfield. It's caught, drop. Big time drop.
Out of the hands of number
3, Nate Hayes. Wide open behind the defense. Again, Piper attempts to flood this side of the field, roll out. Again, Baines able to make one guy miss and throw it up there. And again, don't know if the defender out there just jumped just enough to be able to distract them. But that's one Mr. Hayes would love to have back.
You're being a little friendly there, Vernon. I think that was just a clean drop. BB back to punt for the second time tonight. Big time, hang time there. Goes over the head of the Bonner player, and it will go kick into the end zone. BB, some may not remember, is also all SHUKC special team punter. Picking up the hardware in all facets of the game.
SHUKC, where everyone gets a trophy.
Vernon Birmingham freestyling it here at Piper, where we're not seeing the fireworks, seeing some fireworks inside the 20s, but not getting into the end zone as Bonner.
In that first drive, 2 plays, Bonner was able to kind of march down the field and a little trickery on one of them. So see what they have here.
Byers takes the snap. He's going to run option. He's got room up the middle. Gets to the 25, goes upfield. He's got a first down run Good pickup there on first down by Bonner Springs.
Well, that's the second time he's ran that play with a little bit of success. He's just basically taking the ball, going right up the center gap. Good job there with the trap action from the guard. He's able to pick up big yards. So they find a little bit of success up the middle. Good job by the lineman getting down, blocking on the backers as well.
Got just enough of BB there to clear a little avenue to pick up a good first down run. Connor Byers among leaders in rushing in the area as well as passing. Snap, quick throw out to the flat. Good block by the wide receivers as Glenn is going to get up, and he might be close to another first down for the Bonner Braves.
So, yeah, that's after running that play up the middle and you throw that out there to the outside, you see BB there. You're forcing those interior linemen and linebackers run a long way to try to make a play. So I think that's one of the game plans of Bonner. Spread it out a little bit and force those guys to run around, see if they can wear them out.
You got 4 players, skill position players, 5 really, with Marcel Holmes in the backfield, not to mention what Byers can do. So, yeah, spacing is going to be a key. Quick snap. Byers steps through, still able to get the pitch to Marcel Holmes, who's got room 45, pushes upfield. He's got another first down for Bonner Springs down at the 40.
Tell you what, most want to appreciate the type of play that is that Byers made. It's just a basic speed option, made the first guy miss. And did a good job there by the running back. Continue to keep in pitch relationship and not give up. Keep running. Perfect pitch, perfect timing there by Byers to Mr. Holmes. Able to pick up another first down.
Bonner Springs back in Piper territory again. Now as Byers is set up in the pistol. Running option again and makes another nice. Khalil Richards, boom.
And that time, Khalil Richards did a good job of getting down the line of scrimmage and lay a nice little hit. At the same time, number 64 for Bonner Springs, left tackle Aaron Jones, got to do a little bit better job of getting upfield. He kind of set back like he was in pass protection. If he gets up the field a little bit and gets his back to the quarterback, he'd be able to hold Richard out.
Byers sets in the pocket, fires down the sideline. You got Hoffine.
That's going to be a penalty.
Penalty down. Hayes never looked and found the ball.
Yeah, he had no idea the ball was coming or where it was. That's an easy call there for the referee. They tried to do a little pump action there. And I don't know if that's why Hoffine was caught trailing because he fell for it. I want to find out here on the replay. See on the replay, they attempted to, they pump fake there to the same screen they ran earlier. Hoffine was not looking for the ball at all. Easy call. And one thing you notice about Bonner, a lot of their plays are designed to set up the next one or set up what's coming up after them. So good game plan design there for the offensive coordinator for Bonner.
3 down lineman for Piper. Linebackers as Byers sets in the pocket, fires across the middle, incomplete. Just outside the hands of Mr. Glenn.
On defense out there was number 8 for the Pirates.
One of the few times with a little deeper drop that Byers was able to have a little bit of time to throw the ball. It's just missed them by a little bit. But I still like that, in that position there, you got Jonah Freeze sitting at 6'3", 101 on that last play with Trayvon Jones. Want to go 6'3" over 5'9" every time.
Blitz shown by Piper. Take it away. Bobbles the ball, but Byers is able to keep it. Steps inside the 10. He'll get to about the 11, call it first down run for Bonner Springs.
I'll tell you one thing. The thing we talked about the Baser game we saw, one thing I love about Byers, he is patient. You're going to see here on the replay a little bit. Takes a snap, a little bit of a read option there. He's just made the right cuts at the right time. Was able to make positive gains.
Bonner Springs doing a good job of keeping this Piper defense almost playing to their aggression now with the option game.
And Lions doing a great job. I mean, doing a good job of locking down on backers as well.
Fires across the middle.
Good flag, yeah.
Byers pass intended for number 13, Freeze, sails out of his
Sailed a little bit high, but as Freeze went up, he was pushing it back while the ball was in the air by the defender there. So they try to switch it up a little again, but they've been having a lot of success on this drive with the run. So, once you get down here, you might as well go ahead and they see the push in the back as he jumps up in the air. But this is where I would go back to that run game. They had success here on this drive. See if they can put a, cap off this 80-yard drive here.
Ball is set at just inside the 6, 5 yards to go for Bonner Springs.
First down, goal to go.
Freeze will be at the bottom of your screen. Glenn in the slot.
So however,
power formation to the top of your screen.
I would say, however, when you get down here, this is where you might go into the strength of the Piper defense.
Marcel Holmes pushes, spins, turns. Again, misdirection on the jet sweep and then able to hand it off to Marcel Holmes, and he's going to pick up good yardage on first down.
Yeah, really good yards on first down. I was kind of worried. Good job, good pull there by the left guard. Able to go out there and kick out the defender and allow Holmes to run under him. So right now, I'm very impressed with the offensive line of Bonner, as well as the decision that Spires been made. You see here, they go back to spread it out to the receivers, see they can open it up in there.
Power game now is Preston Piles now fullback in front of Holmes. Straight give to Holmes, who's tripped up in the backfield by Colton Beebe.
Again, that's why I like, even when you get down here, even within the 10, 5-yard line, you're supposed to see Beebe kind of shoot the gap there from his middle linebacker position. A missed block there by the linebacker, number 44. Preston Piles is able to chip Beebe even a little bit. I think the running back walks into the end zone. But kind of going to what I said, this is where I kind of like, keep them spread out like you were earlier. When you get 5 guys out the box there, go ahead and run under there like that.
So we're at the end of the first quarter. This is David Brooks with Vernon Birmingham. We'll be right back. All right, this is David Brooks live. Piper High School for a very fine matchup between the undefeated Piper Pirates and the 3-1 Bonner Springs Braves. The only loss on the Braves record so far is against Eudora in week 1. They've won 3 straight. Piper undefeated in 4 games, set to kick off. Back to the scene of the crime 2 years ago. Game of the year between these two teams. Very good crowd here at Bonner as we're set for kickoff. How you doing, Vernon?
Doing well. Ready to see this highly anticipated matchup between 2 local rivalries.
We're set. Piper steps into it. Return set up. Moving to the 25. Gets the edge, brought down from the back. Very close to a penalty, but not called for a horse collar. But we're set now to see this high-powered Bonner Springs offense face off against this defense of Piper. What are you looking for in this matchup here, Vernon?
Well, this is kind of the matchup we've been looking forward to. Piper's defense has been stellar all season. Bonner's offense, we've seen them a couple weeks ago put up high and heavy numbers. So this is the matchup we've been looking for. We'll see the front 7 of Piper, how they do against this up front of Bonner.
Snap is set up. Got a 2-way pass going here as they try to throw it up to Jonah Freeze, who's going to catch it and step out of bounds at the 40-yard line.
Opening up the game with a little trickery, going into the bag of tricks early on with the
setup
reverse.
Got a 2-way pass going here as they try to throw it up to Jonah Freeze, who's going to catch it and step out of bounds at the 40.
Would have had been able to walk into the end zone, threw it more to the sideline, but Freeze with the easy catch.
McIntosh on Freeze is going to be a huge matchup here as they go quick up to the line. Byers goes into the pistol. Holmes deep. Snap. Holmes with his own misdirection play, flag on the play.
This is the ball carrier. He's stripped up by number 54.
I'm almost starting to think now that the second time that we get to see Marcel Holmes live, that's by design, that he takes the handoff and heads one way and turns back the other.
It's hard to say. I don't know if it's as much by design or him recognizing there's nothing to go there, and with him having the success that he had on a lot of the cutbacks, he found that to be a common theme for him now. But I'm not going to quite yet say it's by design.
So that is a hold. It will be first down and 21. Ball back into Bonner territory. Byers goes back into the shotgun with Holmes. Byers in the pocket. Fires upfield. He's got another man open. Knocked out last second. Good play there by number 8, Ty Baines.
Number 14's Byers' pass was caught by number, not caught by number 2, Glenn. Stops the clock at 11.
Good play there by Baines.
Makes it second down.
Yeah, did a good job not giving up on the play. Looks like one that was going to be an easy reception. But he was able to put his helmet in there on the football and knock it out before he was able to maintain complete possession of that football.
2nd down, 21 for Bonner Springs. They bring the trips set down the bottom of your screen, giving Freeze a little bit more room up top. Holmes comes all the way to the top of your screen. Now empty set here for Byers. Byers going deep again downfield. He's got Freeze there, caught, complete, got into those safeties, and he's able to pull it down for another big gain.
Much better ball there by Byers, and as we talked about on the broadcast, Jonah Freeze going up and attacking the football. Most receivers will keep running, but he planted his foot, came back and jumped up and was able to haul in the reception. Jonah Freeze off to a big early part of the season this year for the Braves.
Byers, quick toss, Holmes. Piper swarms there and tackles him behind the line of scrimmage, a loss of 2.
And there's the first time we called the name of Colton Beebe on the evening, the standout linebacker for Piper, which just received his latest offer from Army, but sitting with a few offers in his hand from a few D1 institutions. First tackle there in the backfield.
2nd down, 14 for Bonner.
Got Freeze matched up one-on-one.
Good pressure there by Piper.
On that one is actually a really good job there by the cornerback, Devin McIntosh, for Piper. Freeze tried to run a little bit of a in-out move. I don't want to necessarily call it a post corner, but he tried to do a little in-out, and McIntosh did a good job of putting his hands on him, not letting him get into that route, which was probably the first option that Byers was looking for there.
It's going to bring up a 3rd down, 14, ball set just right at the 20-yard line of Piper.
3rd down.
They'll set the trips at the top of your screen. Jonah Freeze is going to have plenty of room down here at the bottom of your screen against McIntosh, and Holmes comes in motion, comes out wide. McIntosh goes in, and now Freeze is going to be set up against the safety, Trayvon Jones. Big hit in the backfield, and they're calling that a fumble. Ball still on the ground, and Marcel, it looks like it might be Marcel Holmes that was able to get back on top of it.
Struck hard by number 17, Paul.
But a big blitz there on the backside by Sean Paul, was able to put his helmet into the back of Byers as he attempted to throw the ball. It looked like for a second number 54 for Piper, Alex Bach, was going to be able to scoop and score.
Yeah.
But he wasn't able to get possession of it. So
you go from a 3rd down, 14 possible field goal to you got a punt now. Sean Pauls is the area's leading sacker from the defensive end position.
You can't just let him come off backside like that.
Rugby style
with
punt,
a free shot
good
on
punt
your
all the way down. Looks like they're going to mark it inside the 10, right around the 10.
Byers kick.
So Bonner, looked like they had a good drive going on a couple of big pass plays. Got down within the green zone and wasn't able to get nothing. Stop on 1st down with a hit in the backfield. Wasn't able to do nothing on the next 2 plays. So, a good drive stalled.
Was talking to Coach Brindle right before the game. I told him I'm going to be counting punts. How many times can they make Bonner Springs punt? This is going to be their style of game if they can play field position. And right now, Bonner's done a good job of pinning Piper. We'll see if they're able to run their way out of here. They'll come out in a pistol formation. Beebe, the lead blocker. And it looks like Trayvon Jones is going to move upfield, pick up about 2.
They're on the tackle for Bonner, number 54, Jacob Wiley, a name we called off in a couple weeks ago. Anchoring the defensive front there of Bonner, which, their front 7's pretty solid as well.
Baines, toss again. Trayvon Jones moving to the top of your screen. He's going to be brought down, maybe a pickup of 1. If anything, good pursuit there by the Bonner defense.
Yeah, great linebacker play by Charlie Gray there. Did a good job of shooting the C gap and chasing him down from the backside. Was able to hold him to a short game.
So we got a 3rd down, 6. We'll see. 3rd down, 7. Caller for Piper.
Where it's 3rd down, 5.
Baines. Same formation, BB set near screen.
Like they're set up for maybe some type of
It is a quick give to Beebe, and he's going to be banged down right in the backfield. Set up a 4th down.
And that's what you have to do if you're Bonner, especially when they try to sneak Beebe up the middle. You got to gang tackle them, and they did a good job there. 4 or 5 guys surrounding the ball. And just like that, 3 and out for the Piper offense. Seems to try to run a basic dive. Good penetration in the middle of that defensive line there.
So Colton Beebe handles the punt duties. He'll do so from his own end zone. And Bonner looking to get set up with some good field position. Kick is up and away. Taken in their territory. Good cut upfield. Flag flies in.
Couple of them.
2 flags.
Actually, what looked like was going to be good field position with the return. Did a good job of making the first guy miss. Looks like it's going to come back with some type of hold, blocking the back. We'll see here shortly from the White Hat. And here's the call.
It is a block in the back. Looks like they'll count it off from the 39. 10 yards from there, they'll still be set up in Piper territory. Right at the 49 of Piper.
Back to the 49-yard line, just into Pirate territory. It's first down.
So we talked a lot about the Piper defense, but Bonner's defense comes out, gets a quick 3 and out, and sets their team right back up with good field position.
And it all started from the first, play, not giving up. Piper's one of those teams as well that likes to be second shorter, third and shortest. And Bonner did a good job of stalling them out.
Holmes comes in motion to the bottom of your screen with Freeze to get that safety over. Good strategy there by Piper, and it sets up a middle screen, not going anywhere, no gain on first down.
The intent there to run a middle screen there to Glenn. Ty Baines sitting right there, standing home, was able to get in there, make a short tackle on first down.
Actually, they do get 1 yard on the play, so it'll be 2nd down 9 for Bonner Springs. Byers and Holmes now set side by side. Freeze down at the bottom of your screen, and again, no safety help right now for Freeze and McIntosh, who did a very good job against Kenneth Banks from Lansing at wide receiver. Holmes takes the handoff. Look, ball on the ground, fumble. Trayvon Jones is able to pick it up now. Moving upfield. Still on his feet, and he's going to get brought down there. Big hit by the Piper defense, causing a turnover.
By number 5, Jones of the Pirates.
Yeah, big play there. We're going to see it on the replay. Little read option play there for Bonner, but we see number 54, Alex Bott, going in, making the play, putting his head on the football, scooted out. Jones was able to pick it up, and just like that, Piper will get the ball back.
It'll come out now, 1st and 10, shifting the field position big time there. As you see, Baines will come out in the pistol with BB. It is a straight look fake to BB.
Again,
Wiley's there again Baines in the backfield.
And I'll tell you what, it's early in this ball game. He's kind of manhandling the up front guys for Piper. Each play he's able to get through there and make some havoc. He was the one who got through on that play where he was able to cut down BB. So playing with a lot of aggressiveness tonight is Mr. Wiley.
2nd down, 12 on a windy night here at Piper, but still good weather, clear. Baines in the pistol with BB. Takes a snap, straight drop, fires across the middle. It's going to be picked off by Thaddeus Glenn. Turnover, good job there. They exchange turnovers.
Yeah, a little miscommunication there with the receiver and the quarterback. He just kind of threw it over there. It looked like he was expecting the receiver there to stop. But Glenn, having his eye on the quarterback with a diving interception.
So just like that, turn around and they lost 7 yards.
Looking like a Kansas City Royals outfielder there.
Doing a little Aoki in the outfield, Aoki-doki. Byers in the shotgun. So as Holmes check that freeze or check to the top of the screen now, he's got single coverage up top against number 16.
So trading turnovers early on in this ball game.
Byers, pressure up the middle, looking to try and get away, and he will not. Sean Pauls again able to get to Byers and get the sack, the 7th of the season.
You can already tell early on with the pressure that they're able to get without even blitzing. If Bonner's, as they did with the first drive, they're not going to be able to have a lot of time back to throw the ball. A lot of their throws are going to be 3-step, get it out the quarterback's hand.
That'll bring up a 2nd down, 16 for Bonner Springs. Like an all or nothing type situation. Either they get a big play or they get a loss as Byers in the pistol. Option right up the middle. He's got some room. He'll pick up the yardage they just lost and maybe a couple of more.
Good job there by Byers. Going with a 4 or 5 receiver set there, was able to spread them out. Just go right up the middle there. He's, number 1. Khalil Richard was there, but he didn't make the play. Positive yards there by Byers.
47-yard line.
Got to bring up a 3rd down and 7. Manageable 3rd down for Bonner Springs as the trip set of Glenn, Hoffine, and Amayo line up at the bottom of your screen. Amayo will come in motion. Byers sets up the middle screen, and the ball is knocked down and away, incomplete.
That's a funky little setup there. Try to bring him a little bit of motion.
Stops the clock with 5.
Try to set up a little middle screen there, but nothing happening there. Number 58 for Piper, Brandon Alperson, was sitting right there.
And we'll bring the punt team on for Bonner Springs. Back deep, J.J. Letcher. Letcher, a sophomore this year. Rugby-style kick is away towards the sideline, away from Letcher. The ball will bounce at about the 24-yard line, and it'll be out there.
Another thing that style kick does is gives your covers opportunity to get down the field a little bit to be able to cover, especially when you have such an electric returner back there as you have with Letcher. So
you set up a possibility for a fake later in the game, too, if you're able to get a bit of a read over there if you could still kick it. So Piper now with their 3rd possession, a 3 and out and a turnover. Again, this team's not going to be too flashy on offense. Straightforward running game, option game with Baines, who scored a few times this year for Piper. They do spread out here, though, with Beebe in the backfield. It is a straight give to Beebe right up the middle, and he's hit right at the line and brought down for a loss.
Mr. Wiley making havoc in the middle of the defensive line. Called his name 3, 4, 5 times now. The thing about Piper, they hope to be able to knock off, 2, 3, 4 yards on that type of play up the middle to open up opportunities and maybe get on the perimeter with Jones. But as long as Bonner continues to stuff that.
They'll come out same formation. Trip bottom of your screen with Jones, Letcher, and Guess. Baines rolls this way. Familiar look from this Piper team. Throws it across the middle, and Letcher gets pounded and knocked down. He's able to hang on to the football, though. Flag is thrown as the defender launches itself at Letcher.
And that's what that call is really going to be. It's going to be that launching penalty. He lifted itself up off the ground and went and kind of launched himself into him. So they actually called the helmet spearing type play there. But, regardless of high school, college, professional, they're not going to let you launch up and take a shot on a receiver who's not able to kind of defend itself a little bit. So a big penalty.
Props to Letcher, though, holding on to the football, gets those extra yards.
After that hard penalty, ball moves right into
good job there by Baines as well, eluding the pressure that was coming from him. Had 3, 4 guys on his tail, kept his eyes upfield, and was able to find Letcher, who kind of hooked up in the zone there.
Baines now in the pistol. Takes the snap, straight drop, good pressure up front. He's going to get brought down right there. Big sack by Bonner Springs.
By number 19,
Joshua Adams, the 6'3", 215-pound junior lineman, was able to get some pressure in there. Bain tried to escape him a little bit, but he held on just long enough to bring him down and get called in the grass. So big first down sack there by the Braves.
Baines will come up with a triangle set at the bottom of your screen. Jones in the backfield. Snap. Fires outside.
Hook and lateral. Saw that coming from a mile away.
Works and picks up about the yardage that they lost there on first down.
So, that's the play you try to run and hit a home run. So good job there by Bonner, continuing to pursue the play. He's able to hold it to not much. I mean, that's one of those plays you try to run and take it all the way to the house. But good job of
11.
The Bonner defense continue to read and react.
3rd down, 11 for Piper now. Ball at midfield. Baines, again, same triangle formation, rolling near side. Baines able to move away, throw the ball downfield. It's caught, oh, drop. Big time drop.
Out of the hands of
Number three, Nate Hayes. Wide open behind the defense. Again, Piper attempts to flood this side of the field, roll out. Again, Baines able to make one guy miss and throw it up there. And again, don't know if the defender out there just jumped just enough to be able to distract them. But that's one Mr. Hayes would love to have back.
You're being a little friendly there, Vernon. I think that was just a clean drop. BB back to punt for the 2nd time tonight. Big time, hang time there. Goes over the head of the Bonner player, and it will go kick into the end zone. BB, some may not remember, is also all SHUKC special team punter. Picking up the hardware in all facets of the game.
SHUKC, where everyone gets a trophy.
Vernon Birmingham freestyling it here at Piper, where we're not seeing the fireworks, seeing some fireworks inside the 20s, but not getting into the end zone as Bonner.
In that first drive, 2 plays, Bonner was able to kind of march down the field and a little trickery on one of them. So see what they have here.
Byers takes the snap. He's going to run an option. He's got room up the middle. Gets to the 25, goes upfield. He's got a 1st down run. Good pickup there on 1st down by Bonner Springs.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's ran that play with a little bit of success. He's just basically taking the ball, going right up the center gap. Good job there with the trap action from the guard. He's able to pick up big yards. So they find a little bit of success up the middle. Good job by the lineman getting down, blocking on the backers as well.
Got just enough of BB there to clear a little avenue to pick up a good 1st down run. Connor Byers among leaders in rushing in the area as well as passing. Snap, quick throw out to the flat. Good block by the wide receivers as Glenn is going to get up, and he might be close to another 1st down for the Bonner Braves.
So again, that's you know, after running that play up the middle and you throw that out there to the outside, you see BB there. You're forcing those interior linemen and linebackers to run a long way to try to make a play. So I think that's one of the game plans of Bonner. Spread it out a little bit, force those guys to run around, see if they can wear them out.
We got 4 players, skill position players, 5 really, with Marcel Holmes in the backfield, not to mention what Byers can do. So, yeah, spacing is going to be a key. Quick snap. Byers steps through, still able to get the pitch to Marcel Holmes, who's got room 45, pushes upfield. He's got another 1st down for Bonner Springs down at the 40.
Tell you what, most want to appreciate the type of play that is that Byers made. It's just a basic speed option, made the first guy miss. And did a good job there by the running back. Continue to keep in pitch relationship and not give up. Keep running. Perfect pitch, perfect timing there by Byers to Mr. Holmes. Able to pick up another 1st down.
And Bonner Springs back in Piper territory again now as Byers is set up in the pistol. Running option again and makes another nice. Khalil Richards, boom.
And that time, Khalil Richards did a good job of getting down the line of scrimmage and lay a nice little hit. At the same time, number 64 for Bonner Springs, left tackle Aaron Jones, got to do a little bit better job of getting upfield. He kind of set back like he was in pass protection. If he gets up the field a little bit and gets his back to the quarterback, he'd be able to hold Richard out.
Byers sets in the pocket, fires down the sideline. You got Hoffine.
That's going to be a penalty.
Penalty down. Hayes never looked and found the ball.
Yeah, he had no idea the ball was coming or where it was. That's an easy call there for the referee. They tried to do a little pump action there. And I don't know if that's why Hoffine was caught trailing, because he fell for it. I want to find out here on the replay. See on the replay, they attempted they pump fake there to the same screen they ran earlier. Hoffine was not looking for the ball at all. Easy call. And one thing you notice about Bonner, a lot of their plays are designed to set up the next one or set up what's coming up after them. So good game plan designed there for the offensive coordinator for Bonner.
3 down lineman for Piper. Linebackers as Byers sets in the pocket, fires across the middle, incomplete. Just outside the hands, Mr. Glenn.
On defense out there was number 8 for the Pirates.
One of the few times with a little deeper drop that Byers was able to have a little bit of time to throw the ball. It's just missed him by a little bit. But I still like that, in that position there, you got Jonah Freeze sitting at 6'3", 101 on that last play with Trayvon Jones. Want to go 6'3" over 5'9" every time.
Blitz shown by Piper. Take it away, bobbles the ball, but Byers is able to keep it. Steps inside the 10. He'll get to about the 11, call it first down run for Bonner Springs.
I'll tell you what, the thing we talked about the Baser game we saw, one thing I love about Byers, he is patient. You're going to see here on the replay a little bit. Takes a snap, a little bit of a read option there. He's just made the right cuts at the right time. Was able to make positive gains.
Bonner Springs doing a good job of keeping this Piper defense almost playing to their aggression now with the option game.
And Lions doing a great job. I mean, doing a good job of locking down on backers as well.
Fires across the middle.
The flag, yeah.
Flyers pass intended for number 13, Freeze, sails out of his
Sailed a
hands.
little bit high, but as Freeze went up, he was pushed in the back while the ball was in the air by the defender there. So they try to switch it up a little again, but they've been having a lot of success on this drive with the run. So, once you get down here, you might as well go ahead and they see the push in the back as he jumps up in the air. But this is where I would go back to that run game. They had success here on this drive. See if they can put a, cap off this 80-yard drive here.
Ball is set at just inside the 6, 5 yards to go for Bonner Springs.
First down, goal to go.
Freeze will be at the bottom of your screen. Glenn in the slot.
So however,
power formation to the top of your screen.
I'll say, however, when you get down here, this is where you might go into the strength of the Piper defense.
Marcel Holmes pushes, spins, turns. Again, misdirection on the jet sweep and then able to hand it off to Marcel Holmes, and he's going to pick up good yardage on first down.
Yeah, really good yards on first down. I was kind of worried. Good job of good pull there by the left guards, able to go out there and kick out the defender and allow Holmes to run under him. So right now, I'm very impressed with the offensive line of Bonner, as well as the decision that Byers made. You see here, they go back to spread it out to the receivers, see they can open it up in there.
Power game now is Preston Powell's now fullback in front of Holmes. Straight give to Holmes, who's tripped up in the backfield by Colton Beebe.
Again, that's why I like, even when you get down here, even within the 10-5-yard line, you can see Beebe kind of shoot the gap there from his middle linebacker position. A missed block there by the linebacker, number 44. Preston Powell is able to chip Beebe even a little bit. I think the running back walks into the end zone. But kind of going to what I said, this is where I kind of like, keep them spread out like you were earlier. When you get 5 guys out the box there, go ahead and run under there like that.
So we're at the end of the first quarter. This is David Brooks with Vernon Birmingham. We'll be right back. All right, David Brooks back, second quarter. No score in the first quarter, but Bonner Springs with a couple of opportunities now. Third down and goal. Ball on the 1.
One thing, I think you want to stay away from the middle if you're Bonner, so this might be an opportunity to try to see if you can go option or toss to one of the perimeters. We'll see what Bonner does here, though.
Byers under center. Give is to Holmes, straight give, and he's going to be banged down, stopped.
That's why I said that's where the strength of the Piper defense lies. They're able to drive the ball. Once you get down within the 10-yard line, you're not going to be able to do everything you did earlier. Again, penetrating there. Number 17, Sean Pauls, came from the outside. 54, Bach was in there as well. So that's why I would like to see them try to do something on the perimeter, run away from those guys.
We'll set up a field goal attempt here by Glenn. Ball set up on the left hash. Hoffine, the holder. Kick is up and
no good.
No good. Piper holds.
Number 2, Glenn, is no good.
Bonner now with their second opportunity in the green zone, as Mr. Birmingham calls it. No points so far, and we're still scoreless.
In a game like this is you cannot walk away. You cannot get down to the 2-yard line and walk away with nothing.
On that missed field goal, they'll bring the ball out to the 20. Piper looking to get that running game going as we see a new quarterback coming into the ball game, number 11.
I was about to say, is it a high school thing where it moves out to the 20 on a miss?
That's weird, brother. I figured they would do that. Sterling Owens also in the backfield. Coach Brindle says with Ty Baines playing, incomplete pass.
Dropped by number 7, Jones. No gain on the play, brings up second down.
Quarterback Ben Weatharn. I'm going to butcher his name. I have to talk to Coach Brindle about that.
They came in.
Let's get a pronunciation on that.
Pass play, kind of threw it behind his receiver there. I mean, threw it behind him so bad, it almost could have been a pick if it was up a little higher.
He will stay in the shotgun with Sterling Owens behind him. Owens with a big game last week against Bishop Ward. Sets, fires, caught by Nate Hayes. Stripping at the ball is Bonner Springs, but they'll drag him down after a pickup of about 5.
A little short, easy toss. Something simple there, so.
Gain there on the play up to the 25-yard line.
We'll bring up third down and 5.
Third down, 5.
So you said new quarterback here. Don't know what's going on with Tyler Baines.
Tyler Baines, he said he would rotate through. He pays defense as well, so giving him a breather here as he takes over. Throw across the middle is incomplete. Flags come flying in. They're going to call the pass interference. Ball intended for Sean Pauls.
The defender got there just a little bit early. I just find it interesting. You bring somebody in second quarter. He's a little bit cold. I mean, you could throw a little bit on the side, but every play that he's done since he's been in the game has been a pass play. So a little basic slant route. The defender got there just a little bit early.
It will be a first down for Piper. Ball moves up to just inside their own 40-yard line. Your replays this week are brought to you by Serenity Counseling and Wellness Center. As we have first down 10 for Piper. Give is to Owens, who stays on his feet. Picks up a first down, pulls away. Sterling Owens. One man to beat is Glenn, and he's going to be dragged down at about the 9-yard line. Sterling Owens.
And that's where we see that power lifting strength of Sterling Owens, able to break a couple arm tackles, keep his leg moving, found a crease in the middle of the field, thought he was going to break away, but he was able to get chased down at the 9-yard line. So the first big offensive play of the game for the Pirates.
Sterling Owens hit another gear there, able to break away. Huge play for Piper as they move into the green zone for their first opportunity to score. Owens will stay in the game. That play was a little bit out of sync. There's going to be a penalty thrown.
No, that's another issue that comes with rotating another quarterback as well. You lose a little bit of syncness there. Is syncness even a word? Is that something that's just made up?
Yeah, that is a made-up word.
That's all right. Got a tie game. Lansing just scores and tie it up now 7-7 with the Turner Bears.
Penalty puts them back now first down. I think they're calling it first and goal here from the 14-yard line. The Pirates have sent 2 wide receivers to the top of your screen, Colton Beebe and Jordan Guess at the bottom of your screen. Throw across, picked off by Bonner Springs. Another turnover deep in their opponent's territory.
On defense, number
34 for Bonner. Charlie Gray did a good job there. You're going to see him lined up in the linebacker position here on the replay. He did a good job doing his responsibility, which I'm certain, by the way he picked it off, was getting to the curl hook zone. He stepped right back there in front of BB. Easy interception. So this game, it seems like every time somebody gets a little bit of swing of momentum, somebody comes up with a big play.
So Bonner Springs will take over. Byers in the shotgun with Holmes. Right up the middle. Not a whole lot there. He'll pick up a couple.
And then they had a little bit of success on that earlier.
Number 16,
that time.
For the Pirates, that's Wyatt Hayes.
Pauls and Hayes, and they're on the play. I don't know how many times. They had a little success early. Don't know how many times you want to run Byers into the middle of that defense, especially being back, backed a little bit. Piper's probably.
You got to think, though, are they setting something up, though? They've not gone back to freeze here since the beginning of the ball game. Byers will come out in the pistol with Holmes. Tripp set up at the top, and they do have safety help now for.
Good defensive play there. Alex Bach. Did a good job of running with the receiver there, breaking that up. So kind of back to Bonner there. Look at the replay here. As we're seeing the replay, you get back to kind of Bonner's drive there. Had a good drive now. You get down there with the opportunity where you have, Colton Beebe and Jones. But instead, they decided to go with a slant pass to their fullback.
Byers now alone in the backfield. Quick throw out to Glenn, who's got an opportunity to throw it again, and he's got a man open. Amayo cannot pull it down.
Just off the fingertips there.
Second time now they get Glenn an opportunity to throw.
It's just a little bit too long. Good job of see a lateral toss there. I think if he had one more second to be able to set and throw, Khalil Richard did a good job of pressuring him to get out there, was able to make contact with him as he was throwing it. I said if he had probably one more second, he probably hits the receiver for a touchdown.
Will be a punt, 3 and out for Bonner Springs. J.J. Letcher back deep for Piper. Snap, straight kick this time by Byers. Kick is up and hits a Bonner player. Will land into Piper territory. First down for Piper at the 49.
Pirates just shy of midfield.
We have our first final score of the evening because this game started at 5:00 p.m. But Washington High School in their homecoming defeats Harmon 52-0. Game that was moved up to 5:00 p.m. due to some foolishness last week, as they say, after the Washington Wyandotte football game.
So it will be first down for Piper. Ball set up at the 49-yard line. And they will stay with Ben Wythorn at quarterback. Takes the snap, looking to throw. Time, fires across the middle. Caught by number 3. Nate Hayes.
Yeah, good ball there. Good job of being patient back there in the pocket. Had a little bit more time than he had most of the evening. Was able to find Mr. Hayes on a dig route to the middle of the field. So they've been able to move the ball a little bit since
Wythorn
done entered the game. The 6-foot, 170-pound senior quarterback.
Sterling Owens still in the ball game as well. Pistol formation. Owens, the lone setback. It is a straight give up the middle to him. This time, Bonner up to the task. Stacks him up right at the line.
Ball carrier number 27, Sterling Owens. No gain on the play, brings up second down.
Number 34.
Good job by Mr. Gray there. He did a good job of shedding the block, had a lineman get out there to him, but he didn't lock in on him and did a good job of using the rip move right into the running back.
Tripp set up at the bottom of your screen with BB at the bottom. Wythorn throws it out high and over the head of number 3, Nate Hayes.
A little bit high to Hayes, even if that ball is right on the money. Don't know how much is going to be accomplished there. So here at Piper Stadium, one of the few high school locations we get to go to that has a play clock on the field for both teams.
Quick snap, toss out to Sterling Owens. Flag is thrown back in the backfield.
Be an interesting call there. I don't know if they're going to call that on a defender coming in low.
Flags in the backfield.
I don't think they called a hold, but
yeah, that's why I didn't see a hold. The only thing I saw was the Defender coming in, kind of cutting out the knees.
It is a cut block by Bonner.
That is the call there. The defender came in hard and went below. No, took out the knees of BB. Actually, that's not a good call. I thought they might have been calling, kind of cutting out below the knees of the blocker there, but he didn't get as low as it looked on initial play there. We can see that replay again. Looks like he went down to cut out under the knees of BB, but he actually caught him more at his thigh level. You're going to see here on the replay. Consider how that's a bad call.
I mean, that's just taking a block route.
Yeah, that's a bad call.
Pirates advance.
No, because BB's going down and he's going down. It makes it look like it's a lot lower than what it was, but
ball placed at the 17-yard line. It's first down, 10.
It's not often I put the officials on blast there, but that was not a good call.
Jones in motion, jet sweep to Jones, looking to get to the edge on the long side of the field. He does. Turns upfield. He's going to pick up about 8 or 9 yards there on first down. Good run on the jet sweep.
Yeah, good job of using the speed to get to the outside there, where it looked like some defenders might have been able to have an angle and run him down. He did a good job of getting around them there. Good job there on the right side of the line, moving his feet. Mr. Paul's there.
Run by the DHS senior, takes the ball.
I think we need to get our high school head of officials on the call, so we can call him to get his kind of explanation of that ruling play.
With Arn. Here comes Jones again. They do fake it this time. Same type of play that Bonner ran. Owens up the middle. Will not pick up much.
We see a flag come in a little late as well. Let's get the call here from the white hat. It's going to be a hold on Piper.
Holding the call against the purple.
They faked the jet sweep. They just had success. They tried to come with a little misdirection, but
not sure who.
Number 52 looks like he's going to be called for the holding penalty there. Calling BB.
So again, another penalty. Hurts Piper in the red zone. Pistol formation here by Withorn. Owens in the backfield. Sets, fires, deep fade pattern. Bonner is there. Actually, they throw a flag, and that's probably going to be on number 7, Jake Jones.
Can't be on the defender because he was actually in really good position there. So we'll see who that call is on.
He threw almost 2 things. I don't know.
I think he meant to throw the flag and threw his back. That's another one that's not a good call.
Wow.
I thought the defender was actually in much better position. It actually went up to attack the ball. We see the replay here. Ball's thrown up.
He's inside and has position. Oh, my goodness.
Not a good drive here by the Zebras.
Maybe a makeup call on the Piper got that call too, though.
Yeah.
Ball placed at the 10-yard line. First down.
So Piper benefits there from a penalty, a questionable one.
Yeah, if we could see that replay again.
Yeah, we'll take a look at that. It's almost like the defender had it almost like a fair catch.
Yeah, a little one-on-one play there on the outside with a quick fade route. And I thought the defender was actually in good shape, and the wide receiver kind of ran through him a little bit. So.
I would have definitely thought that would have been on the offense. Nonetheless, spilled milk at this point.
And Coach Aslan was not happy about that call at all. He actually went out there to see if we could have a little talk. And, considering the penalty that we just had to play before that, that's a tough call. On what looks like pretty good coverage there by the defender, number 17, Jamison Freeze.
So it will be second down.
But it goes back to this as well. I
10.
talk about his brother who attacks the ball on the offensive end. I think if Jonah even comes up and attacks that a little bit more, he maybe doesn't get called for that.
Second down and 4 at the 10-yard line.
Play was not enough for a first down. Jones up the middle. Can't quite see the mark, but he's going to be just a little short of a first down there on the run.
Pirates takes the ball down.
Preston Powell's in there in the mix, get the tackle. Good lead. You had a lead block there by Coach BB, but nobody was kind of in his path. Looks like the defender came from the weak side, was able to make a play. So Big opportunity here for Bonner. Piper's going to line up quick.
This is usually Colton Beebe territory. Ball fumbled back, and he's going to be sacked back. That's going to be 4th down, and now, again, another mistake.
That was an unforced one there. Brett French back there to cover him up, but just a little bit. I'm not going to say it was too low. Looks like he might have just took his hands off, his eyes off of it.
Piper looking like they're going to attempt a field goal here.
Looks like 54.
Alex Bach
is going to attempt the field goal.
Called Mr. Bach's name a few times here so far.
A straightaway kicker.
Old school kick is up, and it is good for Piper, who gets on the board first with a field goal.
I'll tell you what, though, that's a victory for the defense of Bonner. Considering they played pretty strong down there, a couple of questionable defensive calls to that drive that allowed them to get down there. The first one was the takeout of the blocker, which was a poor call, but then we come back here with a pass interference. So Bonner got to be happy with the way their defense continued to maintain and persevere there.
All right, this is David Brox. We'll be right back. All right, David Brox back. Second quarter, 5 minutes, 13 seconds remaining here in the half, and Bonner Springs, opportunity after opportunity, deep in Piper territory, unable to score. We're going to see if we can get Morris Letcher, the new head coach of Piper, to come up and talk to us here in the third quarter as Bach kicks it. And it is going to be taken, bobbled it, now taken by Bonner Springs at the 20, moves upfield. Flag comes flying in again, as Bonner's now going to be set up deep in their own territory after the penalty.
Glenn, he's tackled by number 50, Drager, with a penalty flag laying at the 28-yard line.
They picked the flag up.
That penalty flag off. Play ball. First down, 10.
So Bonner Springs now, ball will be set up at the 28. What are you doing here, Vernon, right here before the half?
It would be interesting to see, hopefully, Bonner, what they can do is go back to trying to spread out the Piper defense and see if they can get back to doing some of the things they did earlier, finding some runs up the middle, find a matchup with the receivers. Only thing is we see Jonah Freeze near side here with safety coverage over the top.
So it did not take them long to get them out of that man-to-man coverage as Holmes takes the snap, handoff, toss play up the middle. Going to be a pickup with just a couple.
Number 6, Holmes.
So we talked about when we met with Jonah on the show that it's going to be key. If he can get that over safety help, it's going to have to be somebody else then that's able to make a play.
2 on the play brings up a second down and
that's what we've seen early from Piper, kind of using the safety to bracket. Play over the top there with the defender trying to play him under. This time, though, we're going to see the safety move more, a little bit more to the inner hash. It looks like he's going to spread out here on snap.
Byers fires downfield, throws it up. Jonah Freeze not able to pull it down.
And that's one of those plays Byers was going to him regardless because, good job by Hayes. He actually was in the middle of the field, kind of shifted over here on snap. But again, that's a pick if, again, Freeze is not attacking the ball. So Freeze, as he told us on the broadcast, when the ball's up in the air, on the Sports Pass show, if the ball's up in the air, he believes it's his.
Freeze.
I still like that matchup, though. Only thing is I would like it more on the open field.
Blitz coming. Piper throws out to Amayo, who's got plenty of room. He's going to get a first down for Bonner Springs.
Yeah, we see the defenders there, Piper playing deep. That ball took a long time to get out there, and he was still able to catch it and pick up the necessary yards for the first down.
Well, they were set up to blitz, and you can see the linebackers push up, and the DBs immediately fell out of there.
And that's a good play. When you got the blitz coming, get it out your hand as quick as possible.
That's a long throw up into the top of the field, but Byers was able to get that there in a reasonable amount of time. 4 minutes here in the first half. Byers in the pistol with Holmes behind him. Quick option, gets it to Holmes. Able to get the edge and pick up about 3 or 4 yards.
Holmes, he's pursued by number 44.
Well, again, that's our second look at that speed option tonight. The difference is he had to pitch it right away due to defender getting on him, but he's still able to pick up a couple yards. He kind of hesitated after receiving it, trying to determine what his next move was going to be.
BB able to hold him to a 2-yard pickup. Call it second down at 8.
So BB's been a little bit quiet so far in this game, and I think it's due to the fact that Ballers were trying to not, they haven't seen many runs up in the middle of the field. And not only that, but the linemen have been doing a good job of getting out there and getting a block on them. So they're not shying away from them too much. It's the line's doing a great job.
Byers option coming near side. He's going to push upfield. Breaks away down the sideline. Does Byers have the speed? 10, 5. Connor Byers, touchdown.
Heck of a run there by Mr. Connor Byers. Just a little quarterback sweep there, pulling guard there. The big man got up front and put a big block on Colton Beebe. And Byers is able to shake one man loose and go to the house. See that one more time, the guard. I can see if I can catch his number this time on the replay. Maybe we'll see it here after the extra point. But that play was set up by the guard. It was a 70 number. I do know that. Just didn't get a good look on it. See if we can get it here on the replay. Big number 77. Jacob Freeze.
He didn't get a lot. I mean, BB got blocked by his own man.
Yeah, but his own man was the one who Freeze blocked into him. Quit hating on the big man. He got out there and made something happen.
Well, I'm going to show you as I rewind slowly. He got a small piece of BB, but it was more. And it's number 59. The nice, but I mean, he gets a piece of him, but I mean, he gets wiped out by his own player. He took a huge shot there.
Go quit hating on my man Freeze. The big man getting around the edge, making it happen. I got love for you, Mr. Freeze. You got to remember, David Brox only brings in the receivers, quarterbacks, and running backs onto the show, but I love you big men up front.
I have invited at least 2 linemen and a couple of linebackers. Has not happened now. They do call the extra point good. It is not 5-4, Bonner. Kick is down and on the ground. Going to be taken by, looks like, McIntosh up front.
Number 25 for the Pirates, McIntosh. Pirates down by 4 will get the ball at the 31-yard line.
So after all that, it's a big play by Connor Byers.
See how Piper rebounds here.
Ty Baines back in a quarterback with Trayvon Jones. It is an option, and Baines looking to get to the edge. He does not. He's going to be dragged down. Darryl Terrell.
Freeze and Terrell there
gets the ball up
on the play.
To the 33-yard line where it'll be second down at 8.
Clock moving. Turned into almost a defensive struggle here. Bonner Springs is saying, what about us on defense? We were able to do some things too. As Baines will go into the pistol again. Trips up close, toss play. Trayvon Jones looking to get to the edge, cuts up field. Good play, flags come flying in.
I was thinking as he read it, he got a cutback lane there, and he took advantage of it. It looks like, see what the penalty is here. Holding on the offense.
Penalties have been key for Piper.
So that's a good run there. You kind of see there, he saw that cutback lane open right away, did a good job of getting back there, but the offensive guy out front there with a hold on the perimeter.
Call it right up at the top of your screen, but it looked like he tackled him or he got brought down, number 44. Second down, call it 18 for Piper. 2:20 remaining in the half. Split out wide receivers all the way at the bottom of your screen. Baines sets up a
play.
screen. Intercepted. Number 56 for Bonner Springs goes towards the pylon.
What
Touchdown.
Play by Brett French. We see a penalty come in late. That was an athletic play there. Looked like they tried to set up a screen there. He picked it off, went to the left, took it down the sideline. You're right. Bonner's defense is saying, what is up?
Very good one-hand catch.
See here on the replay. Looks like they were trying to set up a screen. He's sitting there on the defensive line.
What did we say, number 59?
56.
56.
Mr. French. Brett French, the 5'11" defensive lineman. Want to see them there at the right defensive end position. Comes up off the ball. He just did a good job of getting up the field. Was able to step into Jones. Picked it off. He tipped it with his left hand. Kind of tipped it up to himself. Ended up taking it down the left sideline to the house. Willed his way to the end zone. Great play there by French. And like you said, Bonner's defense said, from the defensive standpoint, Piper's not the only show in town.
Shocked here now as the score moves to 13-3 as the extra point is up and good. Bonner Springs, after repeated failures, this game could almost be a blowout now. If it wasn't for a few plays, we might be calling Molly.
And not only that, 2 minutes to go in the half, they had Bonner's. Who's the penalty called on? I kind of missed looking at the replay.
It was an unsportsmanlike.
Piper or Bonner?
Celebration on Bonner's part.
So Piper might be able to get a little bit of field position here with 2 minutes to go in the half. They're going to have to back up here on the kickoff.
As we see the Orange Crush, they said they'll be out. Although I didn't hear, I believe.
We'll hear it in the fourth quarter when they're leading by 14-21.
So Piper now with 2 minutes. And again, not a flashy offense that doesn't throw the ball very much, but you can get a return here from J.J. Letcher or Trayvon Jones to create some field position.
And they're going to have to back up here on the kickoff due to the celebration penalty.
Which, again, it gives you a better opportunity to get some field position.
Kick it off from the 25-yard line. And one thing we've seen it with Piper over the years, they do a really good job on the kick return game. They do a good job of sealing the edges. So we wouldn't be surprised here to see them try to seal off the right or left sideline, see if they can break one.
Shout out to Paul Jones. We saw him walk in, one of the big-time kick returners, all SHUKC performer. Is Wiley. Steps into it on the ground. They take it at the 50, so they are going to get great field position. Breaks through, good run and a return, and the ball's going to be set up down at the 35-yard line. And Piper now obviously has got an opportunity to move it down.
I'm sure they wanted a squib kick, but I'm sure it wasn't a 15-yard squib kick.
Placed at the 35-yard line. Under 2 minutes to play.
See the kick. Good job of fielding and catching it clean on the ground. That's not an easy thing to do. As Piper comes up quick. Baines in the pistol with BB. Sets in the pocket. Time. Now looking to run. Gets upfield, and he's not going anywhere. Number 56 again, Mr. French.
Number 56.
A little bit behind the line, so we can call that a sack.
It is a loss. It is going to be a sack for French. Good job. Back-to-back plays. Clock moving at 1:30. Piper needs to move if they're going to get anything here before the half. Is Baines with Jones and BB in the backfield in the pistol option.
Another reverse play.
Look at
French.
French again.
Made the initial hit. Letcher was able to get loose of him a little bit, but French did not give up. Made a play in the background. Great effort, great individual effort.
That's called holding, staying in your lane.
Mr. French, you are the MVP.
You the real MVP.
In the second quarter.
Line to get to the 25-yard line.
Third down, 22.
Third down, 22.
This is Piper here in danger. He still don't, you don't want to drop back and get hit. Don't want to throw a pick.
we have the same conversation we talked about a couple of weeks ago with Baser. You get here's Jones with a lot of room now. Nice stutter step move.
That's a heck of an open field tackle there.
Number 3 for Bonner Springs, Roman Glenn, able to stop Jones after a good pickup there on second down.
But not only that, even though he got big yards, it's still fourth down. Even though it's fourth and manageable here, Piper's going to use a timeout. So not a bad play call there on third down, considering you're just trying to get as much of that back as possible. See if you can make a manageable fourth down now.
Ball will be set at the 33. We got any scores there, Mr. Birmingham? Tonganoxie
leads Bishop Ward at the halftime, 6-3. Baser leads Endora 6-0 at the half.
We also have trash bags and other items for sale, and the Booster Club, again, doing a fine job letting the concession stand.
Be fourth down, 8. So Piper set now with a fourth down play. They will go for it with just 30 seconds. Baines steps back, rolls, fires across the middle, short and incomplete. 25 seconds remaining. And you got some firepower on offense for Bonner Springs. You trying to do anything here before the half, or you content with your 14-3 lead?
No, if nothing else, like I said, even though they're doing a good job of doing a bracket, I'll take a shot at throwing it up the freeze, even if it's one-on-one, 1 or 2. See if nothing else, see if he can draw a penalty of some sorts.
So ball will be set at the 33-yard line.
Only risk of that, of course, is dropping back and getting sacked and fumbling the ball. So we'll see. Looks like they're going to nail on this and take it into the half with a 14-3 lead. So Bonner Springs, the high-powered offense, but it's the defense making noise.
Byers sits on it, and we're at the half. We'll roll down 14-3. Bonner Springs, a solid football team. Again, one loss against the Eudora squad when they were at full strength. Who's struggling now minus their quarterback. We're at the half, and we'll be right back to talk to Mr. Morris Letcher, the new head coach at Piper High School's basketball team. We'll be right back. All right, David Brock's here at Piper High School. Here joined by the new head coach of Piper,
What's going
Mr.
on,
Morris Letcher. Talk a little bit about the process, because I know you were on the school board and you get hired here to take over the basketball team. You know, talk a little bit about the hiring process and getting on it here at Piper.
Well, man, you know, Steve Walsh, which did a great job coaching the last 3 years, he kind of quit late in the season, school year, summertime, and the job came open. You know, I interviewed for the job 3 years ago. I knew it would be a conflict of interest me by being on the school board, so I just kind of investigated a little bit and see what the possibility, what would I have to do if I was a possible candidate. I went in, saw that I would have to resign because of the conflict of interest. You can't work for the school board and coach. So I decided to go ahead and put my name in the hat, and fortunately I was up to get hired.
You're a long-time coach in the KCK area, definitely well-deserved position that you got there. Talk a little bit about some of the philosophy that you're going to bring, you know, from your days at Sumner Academy up here to Piper.
Well, that's the one good thing I think about hiring me. I know all the kids from years past playing against Piper. I live in the Piper community. I think people expected me to coach out here years ago, but it just wasn't the time, I guess. I plan to have fun this year, man. I plan to bring an up-tempo game, pressure defense, kind of similar to what we did at Sumner. We have some similar athletes. We have to play more like a team out here at Piper, but I think we'll be better than what people think we will.
So I've been hating on you a little bit in terms of what you got. I mean, you know about Esquina, but maybe talk about some of the players. Have you been doing any work so far this year, and maybe some names that we probably hadn't heard of or hadn't talked about so far?
Well, with the team that I got coming back last year, they had 9 seniors playing. So I only got 2 kids coming back with varsity experience, which is Vince Esquina, which is a good Mocan AAU player. He plays with their EYBL team. And Colton Beebe, which everybody loves to have a big body. So everybody else will be pretty much coming up from JV. Trayvon Jones will get an opportunity to play on varsity. The younger kids, J.J. Letcher, get to play. Danny Bradley, he'll probably make some good advances. We got Jordan Guess also. That's a good long 3 or 2 guy out there. He'll be able to get a lot of good playing time this year too.
So you're out here at all these games. Your boy plays on the football team too. You guys, down here 14-3 though. But talk a little bit about so far this season, and what you've seen from the Piper football team.
I see a lot of good things. They're pretty predictable when you have somebody like BB playing. He's a big body. You can spread him out a little bit. Sometimes I see Coach, he pulls him out to block a little bit. He throws him the ball a little bit sometimes. I just think sometimes, like this game, we're doing pretty good for the most part, except for our turnovers. I just hope the coaches open up the playbook a little, and let's use our speed, because that's what we have to do. Absolutely.
So I was teasing everybody about you and Moses Wyatt. We talked to him a couple of weeks ago when we went to a Sumner game. You guys get to go play Sumner Academy this year. Talk a little bit about that opportunity to go back home to where you were and play them.
I can't wait to get back to Sumner. Sumner was good to me. I was there for 15 years. I got to coach a lot of good kids, work with Danny Parr. It was a great experience. It actually prepared me for this job now that I have. I wish I could play against Moses, because I know we would win. So, but I can't play against Moses. I got to just have the philosophy and teach my kids how to beat Sumner Academy. That's the one advantage I do have. I do know pretty much their whole team, so I know the goods and the flaws, and we can really I think we'll do pretty good against them.
But I already told him what we did to him in the All-Star game. I don't know what it was. Everybody that was coaching in that game got a job. And this is what I'm wondering. So I bring you in on the staff for the All-Star game. I didn't even get a call. What happened?
You forgot, man? I tried to give you inside trade information. No, so.
I want to be the JV coach.
Man, listen, it was late in the year, man. Actually, I kept one guy on staff, Chris Slaughter. Corey Apple decided not to come back, so I think it's pretty rapt that I got to hire Derek Jackson. He's a former coach at Harmon Hawks High School. Last year, he coached the girls for 2 years. The kids know Derek, too. He's had some kids. He runs an organization called the Jayhawks. So I think, man, we'll have a little fun this year, man. I think the kids really will like it,
Well, we're looking forward to it. And, we ain't going to take it easy on you or Moses. We're going to have to be real honest, maybe a little bit more honest than I would normally about my feedback.
Well, I don't care about that. I tell people all the time, man, even though I feel like I got a lot of experience, I take something from everybody. I'm not a type of coach that thinks he knows everything. I learned from Randy Springs, man. He's a good coach. He's won more state titles than anybody in Kansas, I believe. Man, I try to soak up everything like a sponge. So, man, I take that, whether jokingly, but ultimately, I still got to do what I think is best for Piper.
Oh, absolutely. Hey, Coach, we wish you the best. We can't wait till basketball season to see what you put out there. Yeah. And good luck here in the second half for you and Piper.
Appreciate it. Let's go, Pirates. Let's go. Let's get it done. All right.
All right, David Brox, we're set for the second half. Bonner leading 14-3.
And what I would consider in a way, sloppy first half. Some turnovers, some missed opportunities, laying the ball on the carpet.
Wiley will kick for Bonner on the ground. It will get back to Letcher. Takes it at the 30, gets the sideline upfield. Go out of bounds at about the 40-yard line.
Letcher advances that kick up.
We'll see what adjustments Piper make. The thing with Bonner, not only have they been strong up the middle, but they've been strong on the perimeter from the defensive side as well. So normally if somebody's been strong in the middle, you try to go on the outside and vice versa. But right now, Bonner's playing strong all the way around. The little success Piper did have from the offensive standpoint was when he was able to throw the ball a little bit in that second quarter. So.
Come out pistol formation with Trayvon Jones. Trips at the bottom of your screen. Option top. Baines cuts back across the field with plenty of room now. Moving down the sideline. 40, 35, 30. BB out front with a block. Baines cuts back in. He's going to be all the way down to the 10-yard line. Big run there by the quarterback.
And that's the first time we actually see them run a little bit of a speed option to the right. He did a good job of cutting back to the backside, but there's a flag.
I don't know who they got.
We're going to wave off. Run is good.
So they went option right, and he did a good job of just cutting back to the open field. A lot of green, did a good job of getting down the left sideline, had a couple of blockers in front of him. So I think good opening play there by Piper.
The only block in the back I saw was on Bonner, so.
Maybe that was a call and they realized it was the wrong person. So we saw Piper get down here earlier and try to do a sprint. They got picked off by, a curl. They got picked off by Charles Gray. We'll see what they do here.
Baines moves away. Again, everybody grabbing, and Where's Wiley will come in and finish the play off. Baines is not comfortable in the pocket. Happy feet.
Mr. French was the first one to get back there and make contact. Coming from the right end, he's been doing a good job of all day kind of using the speed to get around. He was able to hold him up long enough until help came. It's just like earlier. Piper gets down here, and they try to throw the football, and nothing good happens. So we'll see if they try to get back to running the ball.
They can pick up a first down. It's 2nd down, 18. Baines will come out in the pistol with Beebe in the backfield. 3 wide receivers to the top of your screen. Baines in the pocket, sets, fires out to the flat low, but actually, no, they will not call it. It hits the turf.
That's just a poor throw there by Baines. Had a lot of time, didn't do a good job of stepping into it and landing on his receiver running it out.
Might have got tipped at the line.
I'd say it didn't help outside. Saw a little bit of pressure, saw the defender get his hands up, but take away his vision to the receiver. And David Brox finally goes to the hood in these brisk conditions.
Baines in the pistol with Jones. Sets, time in the pocket, fires deep for Colton Beebe in the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown. Piper. Colton Beebe.
A little bit of a corner route there by Beebe. Looks like the defender.
I don't know if that was it looked like a wheel route.
Like Byers.
No, straight corner.
Yeah, straight corner route. Looked like Byers was actually going to be there to get the ball. He went for the knocking it down instead of maybe going for the interception. I think if he goes for the pick, if he's a little bit more aggressive, he might have an opportunity to make it there. But Piper comes out with a good drive.
Kick is good. So, I mean, if you couldn't draw it up any better to come out and get a touchdown drive.
And it all started with the big option run by Ty Baines on the first play of the half. He went option right, did a good job of going cut back. Was able to make a big gain there. So they got down there. This time they actually took advantage and put 7 points on the board instead of 3.
So Piper right back in this ball game. Had been down in the area, in the scoring zone a few times. Are able to cash in even after the sack. 2nd down to 18 play for touchdown.
Only thing that's interesting, again, for the second time, they got down there within the 10-yard line, and they don't have the confidence in the run game once they get down there. So the second time we see them actually put the ball in the air, or at least try to put it in the air a little bit more. That time they walked away with a touchdown. So, you know, a Piper offense that's normally consistently able to put points when they get down within the 5- and 10-yard line hasn't been able to do that on the ground tonight.
Piper will kick off to Bonner. Marcel Holmes back deep. Bach will kick, low kick, through the legs of one player, and they'll take it at about the 18. Bonner moving up, some room. He'll get to the 33-yard line.
Run back by number 3, Glenn.
Yeah, I think he was probably
number 23 for the Pirates.
one miss away from doing something, but good job there by the Piper coverage team on that right side, staying in their lanes.
Braves get their first shot at offense.
Tripping them up.
Roman Glenn,
33-yard line. It's 1st down. 10.
Senior, gets the return there and sets Bonner up at the 33-yard line. Now only up by 4.
See, Bonner comes out 4 wide, spreading out the defense. Movement by the top receivers. Unforced penalty there.
Getting behind the chains against this defense, not a good idea.
A couple other area scores at the half. Lansing went into the halftime lead over Turner, 14-13.
It was nearing $300.
Baser was leading 6-0 over Eudora.
A little more than 10 minutes at the start of the fourth quarter.
Byers takes the snap, sets, time, fires across the middle, overthrows.
Good coverage.
Freezes. McIntosh is there on the coverage.
McIntosh will step to step with him. Byers had a lot of time back there.
This has been a recurring theme for Bonner over the last few years. It's kind of a all or nothing type passing game, nothing kind of in the intermediate area, quick screens or deep throws.
What we saw in the Baser game when they had a lot of success on the outside with Freeze, we seen them start checking down to dig routes to the middle of the field, and they did find some success. So we'll see. The difference is Piper's playing, pretty much straight up man-to-man.
Empty backfield now, bunched at the line of scrimmage. Byers running the option here. Again, turns upfield. He's going to pick up just a couple, and it's going to be third down and long for Bonner.
Good play there by BB. They tried to go back to that, basically a quarterback sweep. That's the same play that Byers ran for the touchdown earlier. Got 4 receivers out here, and they pull, their right tackle. Better job by the defensive.
Sean Paul's up. They're able to consume 2 blockers there in that play, which goes nowhere. We got third down. Call it 13 for Bonner. Set, blitz coming. They call that incomplete. His arm was coming forward.
Byers is sacked in the backfield there.
So you see Piper bring a little bit of pressure there on third down.
Ball falls incomplete.
Got a couple guys got there to Byers as he attempted to throw the ball.
It will be fourth down, and they'll have to punt. Kick his way to Letcher. Breaks a tackle there at the 30. Still looking to get to the opposite side of the field. Letcher, another big block. But he is going to get brought down. A lot of excitement.
A lot of excitement. Thought he might be able to get something going, but the coverage team continued to stick with him. We saw a couple of shots there.
We're going to say the 32.5-yard line, first down 10.
Piper will be set up now. Opportunity with the ball here to take a lead. If they can get another drive, as they did in that first drive of the third quarter. Ball will be placed at the 33. It will still be Baines in at quarterback, Jones at running back.
Same formation as that big run earlier.
Baines, speed option, nothing there. Mr.
This time they went option away from the trip side. So that first play of the half, they went trips and went the other way with it. No cutback lane. Was able to spin by one guy and ended up getting brought down for a short gain.
Mr. French again in on the tackle, having a big game here on the defensive end.
He is having a big game. We didn't call his name much in the Baser matchup, but he's making his name known here tonight.
2-3 tight ends for Piper as they hand off up the middle is Jones, and he's going to get brought down for no gain.
Middle of the line, number 5, Jones.
See Piles in there making some noise.
Number 77, Freeze,
as
and
long
number
as
34,
Mr. Gray. No, I'm impressed with the linebacker play in the front line play of Bonner in this ball game.
Linebacker is going to be one of the more difficult positions to separate people out. All SHUKC performers as Baines takes the shotgun snap, rolling far side, BB out in front of him. Throws it up for grabs, and it's going to be intercepted by Bonner Springs. Tough throw.
Yeah, poor decision there by Baines to just throw that ball. That's one he just has to eat. Ball could have been picked off by 2 or 3 people, but Jamison Freeze with the interception there. Want to give Bonner great field position. Just kind of threw that one up for grabs there.
41-yard line, first down.
So we'll be 1st and 10, ball at the 41. We'll check that replay here in a second.
You know, name that we haven't called much tonight that we saw have a big game was Marcel Holmes. So we'll see if Bonner can find a way to get him involved here. See them spread out the receivers. See if they might be able to do some misdirection.
Snap. Straight give, toss play to Holmes, looking to get to the edge, and he will pick up some good yardage there on first down for Bonner. Not a big play, but I mean still 4 or 5 yards on first down.
Richard, number 8,
Yeah, if you're Bonner, you'll see that, but you see the.
Gain of 3 on the play, needs the ball to be 38
We'll go back and look at the interception. Saw a little bit of pressure come in late. Saw him get grabbed. He just kind of threw it up.
Again, Bonner able to play tip drill there.
Yeah, we saw somebody actually have the initial interception and kind of lost it. And Freeze was there to take advantage. Again, that's not a bad run there on first down by Holmes.
Number 77, Jacob Freeze. He's pulled a couple of times here, struggling to get off the field. Has his helmet in his hand.
Ladies and gentlemen, get your 50-50 ticket out. Get your 50-50
We saw Bonner earlier in the game would go with a couple of plays for a little trickery. I wonder if they'll try to do something now that they're down here.
They like that matchup, getting Jones set up with Freeze one-on-one now at the bottom of your screen. He comes way off. They go option, bottom of your screen, able to get by BB, turn up field, and get very close to another first down for Bonner Springs.
They've had pretty decent success there on that little quarterback sweep there. Looks like BB had a line on him. He did a good job of just stopping for a second, letting BB run by him. And that move right there was enough to allow him to pick up another 2 or 3 yards.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is 3rd down.
3rd down as Bonner comes up to the line.
So we see if Bonner would just go straight ahead here and pick up this one.
But they couldn't go straight ahead earlier. So it looks like it's going to be that same sweep to near side blitz shown by Piper. Flag down.
Like
False start.
Throw it there to look, the backers coming up in the gaps there to show blitz was able to cause the lineman to jump, so it's going to back them up 5 yards.
False start to call against the offense.
So you go from a 3rd and 1 to a 3rd and 6, probably 2-down territory for Bonner, and have a couple plays here to pick this up.
It's interesting because, the same formation looked like they was going to put that one on the air before the penalty.
Byers, shotgun, empty set, Holmes in front of him. Byers, quick throw, out to the sideline. Glenn is going to be brought down. Colton Beebe will not let go. Will be a loss.
It's a heck of a play there by Beebe coming from his linebacker position. Getting out there to the flat.
See him there right in the middle. He gets over there pretty quick.
That's a big play because I think if he gets through that tackle there by Beebe, he might be able to make a move to get to that first down. So after the turnover, they haven't been able to make nothing happen.
It looks like, I don't know, maybe you do a pooch kick but they are lining up to go for it here inside the 40-yard line of Piper. Byers with Holmes behind him. Sets, fires, near side, wheel route to Glenn.
It's going to be incidental.
No flags thrown.
If anything, going to have been offensive, but they tried to run a wheel route. Good coverage there by Baines.
Blue ticket for the 50-50 pot. Your chance at $151.
So you saw the push behind.
Good stand there by Piper, considering the offense turned it over down there, and Bonner was able to make nothing happen. Rusk makes a 24-yard field goal for Baser. The Bobcats now lead 9-0 with 8:48 left in the 3rd quarter over Eudora.
Props to that Baser defense, still making plays, rebounded after that Bonner game where they got blown out. Wheathorn comes into the game now, the senior with Trayvon Jones in the backfield.
Again, they got BB out in the slot position near side.
Signaling ready to go.
First down 10.
Pistol formation, straight give to Jones, who spun down. Number 54, Jacob Wiley. Loss on the play. The ever-popular tackle for loss.
Ladies and gentlemen, your 50-50 pot winner tonight, Mrs. Valerie Anaya. Val donated half of the money back to Project Grad. Be sure to be with us next week, homecoming week, your chance to
Second down, 11 for Piper. Weethorn, who threw the ball well, or made a couple of throws in the first half, sets, almost like he wanted to pull that back.
Tough, a little bit of tuck rule there. Like he wanted to throw it, he might have saw something.
Trying to do a Ben Roethlisberger, but he wasn't quite able to hold on to it. Hands ain't that big.
Like he was ready to let it loose and must saw something out there for the Bonner defense. So maybe he's trying to save himself from another turnover.
So that'd be third down, long opportunity now for Bonner to get off the field. They'll come out with BB, the lone setback. Weethorn with 3 wide receivers at the bottom of your screen. Bonner set up in a man, fires out to the flat, incomplete.
High for Jones on an out route there. Even if he catches it, it's going to be a short game. So Piper will have to punt.
Colton BB will go back deep.
Just noticed something, partner.
Thaddeus Glenn.
I've been standing the whole game, and you've been sitting the whole game.
Well, you can come down here and do some replays if you want.
Got these old man knees, and I'm standing.
BB gets into it, kicks it low. It will bounce and take a Bonner bounce and stop at the 37.
Down by the Pirates at the 37-yard line. Bonner Springs up by 4. 5:02 left to play in the third quarter.
So
take over, first down and 10.
I wouldn't be surprised here. You know, Bonner's offense stalled a little bit. See if they go back into their bag of trickery that we saw a couple times this game. We saw the reverse pass. We saw the
the backward pass to Glenn and then another throw. But Piper's done a good job since that first quarter of taking Freeze out of this ball game. Looks like he's manned up there at the top of your screen. Out to Hayden Hoffine. Falls down, short pickup for Bonner Springs.
Yeah, they've had a little bit of success with that play right there. He lost his footing. I think he's able to keep his feet in and cut back. He might be able to do a little something there.
Short gain on the play is going to bring up second down and long for the Braves.
Second down, call it 9 for Bonner. Freeze will come bottom of your screen. Baines up near the line of scrimmage. Jones is the lone safety. Quick throw back.
That's the
Glenn, though, moves upfield, first down. Plenty of room up into Piper territory. Good run there by Glenn, who didn't throw the ball that time, decided to run.
And just like the play earlier, last time he had to throw it probably 1 second earlier because Khalil Richard been there, and that's what happened here. We see the backward pass out there to him, and Khalil Richard was out, kind of got out there right away, missed the tackle. Instead of Hoffine deciding to throw it up the field, he took what he could get and was able to pick up a first down.
Into Piper territory, ball set up at the 46.
So the trickery didn't go as planned, but was able to still work enough to pick up a first down.
Byers with a snap, sets in the pocket, going up top to Freeze. He's got it, caught down inside the 5. He's going to drag him all the way there inside the 10. Huge pass play for Bonner Springs.
And I know I'm sounding like a broken record, but that is Freeze wanting the ball. We're going to see here one-on-one. Good coverage there by McIntosh, but the difference is you see Freeze go up and get it. Good concentration, good hands.
It's going to be first down, goal to go.
First and goal for Bonner now as the momentum has been taken away from the Pirates. Hadn't gone to Freeze in a while, but he's able to make a big play there.
You know what? I'll go right back to him again. If he has one-on-one out there, no safety help, just throw the quick fade up to him.
You may see option here as Holmes goes in motion, maybe trying to get people out of the box.
Take the safety out of there, go one-on-one back up top.
Byers runs into the end zone, dives, touchdown, Bonner Springs.
Byers.
Bonner Springs touchdown.
All set up by the long pass to Jonah Freeze. Byers is able to take it in. Just basically, took the ball, just took it right up the left side.
I'm telling you, Byers.
Dove into the end zone.
Byers is a weapon. In the running game and in the passing game, is having a huge game here. Although the one big play to Freeze is going to get credited to Thaddeus Glenn on the pass. as the kick is up and the lead extended back to 21-10.
Why is it going to be credited to
Thaddeus Glenn had the reverse pass that he threw on that first play.
the early, yeah.
Yeah. Here's Glenn. They got as many people out of the box as they could.
It's just made one guy miss, was able to get around Richard, and a little extra effort to get into the end zone for Mr. Connor Byers, the 6-foot junior quarterback.
The orange crush over there with the lights. Got to be happy for a player like Connor Byers, been the understudy for Jordan Jackson the last 2 years, taking over the job as starting QB, and has had just a tremendous start to the season.
And I'll tell you the big thing about that is, you talk about Jordan Jackson, a lot over the last couple of years, but this team's able to kind of be a little bit more diverse, having Byers back there as far as a lot of things they can do. They could throw the ball around with Jordan as well.
You got 4 receivers, a threaded running back, and a threaded quarterback. I mean, you just got to pick your poison and what you try and take away, but eventually this offense is able to do some things.
Yeah, you got to also credit the new offensive coordinator, Drew Morrell, kind of took over the play calling duties after their former offensive coordinator went out to Olathe North, but he has put a good game plan together for his Braves.
Ball is tipped, and Owens will just fall on the ball. Right there, Piper will take over now. And you don't want to start talking about must-have drives but here this early here in the third quarter. First down 10, Wheathorn back in the game. Quick pass to J.J. Letcher. Breaks into the secondary, gets to the second level. Not able to get past there. Be a good pickup on first down.
Yeah, good play on first down. Try to get it out to Letcher. A little bit of space and see if we can make a defender or two miss, which he was able to do. The rest of the Braves pursued the football and was able to cut that first down play to half on the yardage.
Second down 5 for the Pirates. Wheathorn with Sterling Owens in the backfield. 3 wide receivers at the bottom of your screen. Straight give to Owens, nothing there. Bonner Springs up front.
Blew it up in the background. Backfield was the up front guys. Number 19, Joshua Adams, called his name earlier.
Loss of 1 on the play brings
6'3".
Number 2, Jordan Guest lined up at the bottom of your screen with Jake Jones. Baines will roll this way. Good route. Not a good throw there by Ty Baines. Come up short. Plenty of room.
Had a man open at first down yardage. He had Guest, but yeah, it kind of goes back to, I used to say this a lot last year, but you got him rolling out, to his left side, across his body, where you can't do a good job of setting his feet and making a throw. So because of that, the throw ended up short, just like that, 3 and out.
Good design on the play. Unable to come up. Colton Beebe back to punt again. And Bonner will get the ball back here in an opportunity. Big bounce, good bounce for the Pirates, who are down at the 26. And Bonner looking to put in a call now on this drive to Molly.
I don't know if it's quite Molly, but it could be, yeah, it could put Molly on alert. This could be a big drive here for Bonner.
And I only say that, you get to more than 2 scores down, this Piper offense is not set up, just like we talked about with Baser, to make a comeback like that. Getting into making this team do what they cannot do. And Jonah Freeze now will come near side with room, so we'll see if Connor Byers sees that. They'll bring Marcel Holmes to the bottom of your screen, and now he is set up on the safety. Flag down.
He didn't give Holmes opportunity to get set, so they're going to call a false start there. on the offense. Holmes got out there a little bit lazy, getting set. And it's going to cost his team 5 yards.
Illegal shift called against the Braves.
So if you're Coach Aslan and the Braves, this is where you have an opportunity to put this game away. Little lackadaisical right there, though, by Holmes.
You counting first downs now as your Bonner, too. You wouldn't be too upset if you're able to pick up a couple of first downs and even shift the field position back to make Piper go the full length of the field. They'll bunch the receivers to the short side of the field at the top. Freeze now with a whole lot of room down here at the bottom of your screen. And they will call a timeout. Bonner Springs.
Timeout. Bonner Springs. 1:52 left to play in the third quarter.
We'll go ahead and take a break with them. This is David Brox with Vernon Birmingham. SHUKC's Game of the Week. We'll be right back.
Bonner Springs at the 26-yard line.
1:52 remaining. Third quarter. Byers alone in the backfield. Long throw out to Holmes, and it's going to be picked off. Interception, pick 6 for number 16.
Wyatt Hayes. And we've been saying all day, those were some long throws, but the big thing was the receiver, other receiver that was out there, who we'll see on the replay, did not block him at all. And because of that, pick 6. Turnover you don't want. So
Holmes never came to the ball. He's almost waiting for it to get there.
Yeah, that's another problem. He's sitting there kind of waiting on it, but the receiver who was going out there is supposed to block him. If he actually makes that block, he's going to pick up big yards. So we'll look at that replay again after the extra point. Couldn't tell if it was Jonah Freeze or not that was out there. We kind of joked with him on the SHUKC Sports Pass about blocking over the weekend. If that was
They'll
him,
come out
he missed
in
that.
a Wildcat formation. J.J. Letcher looking to throw, looking to get to the edge, and he does. Throws it across the middle. It's going to be picked off. Flag thrown.
Letcher's pass is intercepted.
They tried to pick up the 2 points there to cut this legal downfield. They tried to pick up the 2 points to cut it down to a field goal.
So let's check out this replay now. The interception.
Yeah,
Him is almost lobbed it down
Jonah
there.
Freeze went out there. He didn't do a good job of breaking down and getting into the defender. It was allowed the defender to go right by him. Easy pick 6. And it's just like that. We were just talking about Molly being on call. Molly put her robe back on. And we talked about Bonner being down here, wanting to get first downs and see if they could probably run out the clock for us of that quarter. Instead, they give up a touchdown.
They have had success with that speed option and different things like that, content to try and throw the football there. But again, having a penalty and putting you back behind the chains, it makes you think you got to put the ball in the air.
Not only that, like you said earlier, we mentioned it a couple times tonight, that's a long throw. And, and that's a throw, if you're the one on the receiving end, you got to come back to that a little bit and make it a little easier, make it as short of a throw as you can for your quarterback.
Kick is away. Good kickoff taken by Holmes, who moves upfield, gets through a couple players who don't wrap up, be up to the 25-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Bonner Springs at the 25.
Good coverage there by the kickoff team.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. It's going to be 1st down and 10.
So we'll see how Bonner bounces back here.
Byers with Holmes. Set. Option. Give to Holmes with room. Gets the edge. Upfield.
That's just talked about, a little bit not too long ago. Not hearing much from Holmes tonight. So they're able to get the ball there on a lead around the edge. He's able to have one of his better runs in the ball game.
Holmes has been quiet, but I mean, if one Bonner player is quiet, that means others are probably making plays. And tonight is Freeze, who didn't catch a ball last week, has had a big game. Byers keeps this time, pulls it back, picks up a first down, moves down the sideline, out of bounds inside the 45.
Before finally being forced out of bounds by number 5, Jones.
Just what the doctor ordered for Bonner Springs, a first down.
Little nifty move there. Little read option there. Just decided to pull it and take it around the left edge. Move the chains.
Holmes directly behind Byers. Again, not using a whole lot of this play clock here. As you see, he's still set at 10. Holmes gets set to the bottom of your screen. Freeze now lined up on the cornerback. Paul's there, tried to strip the ball away, but he is unable to, and allows Byers to pick up about 3 yards on first down. It'll be a second down 7.
Yeah, Paul's was there to make the play, but like you said, went for the strip rather than the short tackle, which would have probably got him behind the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be second down and 8.
Second down, call it 8 officially. Byers with Holmes directly behind him. Freeze at the bottom of your screen now. Again, this time they are not going to bring the safety on to Freeze, so he stays on the corner. Byers set in the pocket, firing deep to Freeze. He's unable to bring it down. Big hit
Pass intended for number 13,
there by Nate Hayes, and a flag is dropped, so it may be a little bit of a late hit.
No, I think it probably a little bit too much talking. You know, Freeze that had a step. Good job coming there from the help side.
We'll see, but
by Hayes.
We talked about that in our interview with Jonah. He says he doesn't do a whole lot of talking. And it is unsportsmanlike against Piper. Huge call there.
Yeah, made a great play, using his mouth a little bit. As quick as that, made it into a negative one. That's huge, because that was going to be a third down play coming up for Bonner.
There have been some costly penalties on both sides now, and Bonner benefits here greatly as they push deeper into Piper territory inside the 40-yard line. Byers. Holmes, here's that reverse of the field. Able to try and get upfield, but he's not going to get away from Ty Baines, who tackles him in the backfield. A loss of 5 on first down for Bonner.
Good job by Baines, been disciplined, making a short tackle. A big loss, but the clock's going to end here in the third quarter.
We're at the third here as we check out the replay. As Holmes tries to do his own misdirection play, but he's going to get brought down, and we go to the fourth. 21-16. Bonner Springs leads. This is David Brooks with Vernon Birmingham. We'll be right back.
In the action, it's second down and
fourth quarter, Vernon, who wants it? As Byers comes out now, second and 15. Byers quick throw out to Hayden Hoffine, who's not able to make a move against all SHUKC safety Trayvon Jones.
Great tackle there in the open field by Mr. Jones. Try to do a quick screen there. And that's one of those plays, though, one-on-one. You need your receiver to be able to make that one guy miss because the other receivers are down there blocking the other two. But also you saw Khalil Richard on pursuit there for the Pirates. So big third down play.
Freeze at the bottom of your screen, trips up top. Byers sets in the pocket. Time, fires downfield. Glenn has to come back forward, adjust to the ball, and makes the catch at the 20.
That's the thing. Byers don't have the strongest arm, so that's a great job there by Glenn coming back to the ball, making the play. See a little trips formation there. A little bit supposed to be a corner route there, but he underthrew it. And the difference, the receiver coming back to get the ball. Big third down completion there by the Braves.
Third down and 12 picked up there for the Braves, who are now right at the 20 in the red zone. Looking to pick up another score. Need a touchdown here.
Trips right side. We'll see if
Freeze all alone at the bottom of your screen. Byers gives to Holmes. He hits the sideline. He's going to pick up about 7 yards there on first down for Bonner.
Good job of blocking out there. Again, they did a good job of getting one of the linemen pulled out there, and the receivers did a good job of locking on some guys as well. A little read option. See the right guard pull. He didn't get a chance to get out on somebody, but the receivers did a good job of driving their men up the field.
On the play for the Braves makes it 2nd down, 4.
Connor Byers now with Holmes on his left. Freeze again at the bottom of your screen. And it is Holmes again keeping his feet. That stumble cost him because he's going to get brought down. A short pickup, if any, on 2nd down.
And came back with the same play.
Number 59, Johnson. No gain on the play.
There, but Jalen Johnson, first time calling his name this evening. Piper, linebacker.
2nd time now these Bonner players, once they get the ball, have slipped. And be 3rd down and 4.
So this is that chance here. You saw a little bit of success earlier with the speed option.
3rd down.
Bonner trying to spread to get some people out of the box. Byers sets in the pocket, rolls near side. Looking, still looking. He's going to run, push up field, and he's going to be very close. It is going to depend on the spot. They do wind the clock.
Like it's going to be maybe a little bit short.
Actually, no, I call it good. Well, very close. Spotted on the near side of your field, but I think the official mark is at the top.
It's 4th down, 1.
They call it 4th down. I'd have thought they would have measured that.
This is where you should go up the middle. I would actually.
See, here they are in the pistol. We talked about this 2 years ago.
I would actually get under center and just go up the middle.
BB up at the line now. Byers, speed option, looking to get to the edge. He turns upfield. He's got a 1st down.
And that was with the stumble. He actually had a little bit of stumble there on the snap. So, good decision by him. I don't know if that's an option where he can kind of go anywhere. See the linebackers walk up to both A-gaps. He just took the ball around the right end. He stumbled a little bit, kept his feet.
That was a good block by Hayden Hoffine on Pauls to set that edge for Byers to pick up the 1st down. 1st and goal here for Bonner. Ball at the 9.
So good job there by Byers, keeping his composure. Looks like he stumbled there. He did a good job of keeping his feet and doing just enough.
Byers keeps up the middle. He's going to lose a yard. Be 2nd down and goal from the 10.
This is back to that time where, if anything, you might have to do something on the perimeter. Once you get down here, this is where Piper likes to walk both linebackers up to the A-gaps. So it's pretty much they're filling every single gap by walking those backers up.
They're daring them to throw the freeze at the bottom of the screen as McIntosh is playing Deion Sanders down here at the bottom, man-to-man coverage.
So look there, you got your nose. You got one guy on the center.
Byers, quick throw out to Amayo. Makes a nice move, pushes upfield. He's going to get down to about the 6, just outside the 5. 3rd down.
Defense tackles him.
Working the short side of the field.
6-yard line where it'll be.
Another thing you will maybe think about it for Bonner here, because Piper has they're trying to get up the field as quick as possible. You might even, if you want, to try to go on a different count to see if you can pick up some extra yards here on the penalty, because they're trying to time the snap by walking those backers up and see if they can get in the backfield.
They'll set the trips up at the bottom of your screen now as Freeze goes to the top. Holmes behind Byers. Sets in the pocket. They do go up top to Freeze. Did he get a foot down? Incomplete. Out of bounds.
For number 13, Freeze.
Try to go to the quick back shoulder fade there to Freeze. Look at the replay here.
Stops the clock at 7:18.
He was not able to get a foot down. Just threw it a little bit too far on the back shoulder. So Bonner's going to attempt to take the 3 here and take this up to an 8-point lead.
7-point lead. What was it, 4?
Number 2,
5, okay.
Glenn.
Let me do my remedial math here as Glenn. Kick is up and true.
And it's good. 7:18.
8-point lead. Piper, though, with an opportunity, still down 1 score. They need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion with 7:18 remaining here in the 4th quarter.
Try to test my math there, partner. Come on.
I actually started using my fingers there for a second.
I still know my Pythagorean theorem.
Breaking out the permutations.
Yeah, I kind of joked around with some students. I'm like, all that beautiful stuff you learned in school that I have not used since.
From California, Royals 1, Angels 0.
Game is actually kind of finally getting a game that's kind of matching up to the hype and the billing.
Offense against defense, but it's been the Bonner defense has been the story of this ball game and what they've been able to do, actually accounting for one of the touchdowns that is on the board for Bonner. Piper, with all their skill position players up looking to get a good return. Time becoming a factor here. Taken on the fly by Trayvon Jones, who moves near side, looking to set up the wall, gets to the 30, bursts upfield. They're going to be up near at midfield, bang down at the 49 of Piper. Good field position.
They tried to do a squib kick, except it stayed in the air. He was able to catch it on the go. He brought it all the way around to the right. We talked about early in the game. Piper loves to try to set up a wall, typically opposite side that the guy receives it on. So pretty much midfield almost. 7 minutes to go. Fourth quarter. Bonner's defense has been playing well. We'll see if they're able to continue to step up here.
Mr. French, Piles, Adams up front. Baines alone in the backfield. Sets in the pocket. A little bit of time, rolls away. He's got a man downfield. Sterling Owens incomplete. Overthrown and floated.
Had him open.
Owens almost looked like he might have stopped on the route.
I think he actually was
surprised he was
right
that
around
open.
the field. I mean, basically had a 10-yard gap there on the defender who had no way to stand with him.
Maybe run
so
that,
we'll see if they try to go back to that.
Yeah.
So
Baines in the backfield by himself, second down 10, abandoning the running game. Baines sets in the pocket. French is able to get up there and get him. Ball loose. And it is going to be Piper might have came back away from it.
Piper did, able to recover it. Big hit there by Bonner. Again, getting pressure in the backfield. He tried to scramble up into the pocket a little bit. Took a big shot there. See it here on the replay. Actually had a little bit of time, but big hit there. I mean, his knee could have even potentially been down. First guy, Bonner was there to recover it.
French again.
He wasn't able to get it. The ball squirted out when the Piper guy tried to get on it. Terrell came in, couldn't get it, and Piper's able to recover. But
nonetheless, third down 14, 13 for Piper with Baines and Colton Beebe in the backfield. 3 wide receivers to the top. Paul's at the bottom of your screen. Baines, French again with pressure across the middle, caught. Banged down by Daryl Terrell, sorry. It will be fourth down.
Baines takes another hit. He's slow to get up. Pressure by French. He's able to find somebody in the middle of the field, but big fourth down play here.
But it is a fourth down and 5. Fourth down and 4. On the in Bonner territory, and Piper will go for it. Big play here for Piper. Bunched receivers at the bottom of your screen. Jones, Baines sets. Pressure on the backside. Player open, number 3, caught.
2 defenders there.
Nate Hayes with a big catch.
2 defenders there, but somehow Hayes was able to kind of get around him, see them lined up, bottom of the screen in the bunch. Just ran a basic corner route. Big completion. Big play by Gaines, who struggled a little bit in the passing game tonight, was able to finally connect on a must-have play kind of for Piper right now.
Fourth down play, huge play there by Baines. Big throw, catch by Nate Hayes, who dropped one earlier, makes up 4 here. Baines sets, looks, fires, floats it up. Hayes makes a play at the ball, very close, and a flag is thrown.
You know, the reason that flag was called because Hayes came back and tried to get the football while the defender's back was turned, and he used that to his advantage there to get that penalty call. No, one thing, Bonner's played strong most of the game in the defensive backfield, but that's a few times now they've let wide receivers get behind them.
They will march the ball down, first down at the 14-yard line.
Just get an update with 6:14 remaining in the game. Lanson scores a touchdown to now lead Turner 20-13.
Baines set with BB in the backfield. Fires across, caught Trayvon Jones inside the 10.
Connects with number 5, Jones. He's forced out, or he's tackled by
Be a
number
pickup
7,
of about 5.
Terrell.
That Lansing touchdown was by DeJuan Wilkes.
Wilkes has been a big-time running back.
30-yard TD run.
Lansing, among
Pirates.
SHUKC leaders. 2 wide receivers top, 2 at the bottom. Jones in the backfield with Baines. Sets in the pocket, moves up, breaks into the secondary. Second level, gets into the end zone. Down at the 1.
Just short, quarterback, Tyree.
Just short.
I thought they pulled him into the end zone.
He kind of curled over there. We'd like to see him plant his foot and try to get in there. But that's Piper there. You know, we talked about Bonner doing this earlier, spreading out the defense a little bit. They went 4 wide. He was able to kind of, I don't know if it was a planned quarterback draw. But
You got to keep in mind, Piper does need 2 after this. So Baines,
before you give it to BB.
BB up the middle, he'll walk in, untouched, touchdown, Piper. And now the 2-point conversion. 3:56.
2 for the Pirates, 24-22.
Just walk it in, Colton BB.
We got ourselves a ball game, 4th quarter. Piper going for an opportunity here to tie the ball game up.
2 yards out.
Play clock is at 10, and stop the clock. Timeout by Piper.
So 2 yards out. What do you do here?
I put Baines on the move. They haven't gone to the option as much as I would have thought this way, but Baines has done it with his feet on this drive and being able to make a throw. I anticipate that they're moving to the long side or maybe the long side of the field and give them an opportunity. They do have the ball set up in the middle of the field.
I'll just give it to BB.
Get him 3.
If your best player can't get
From here on out, all sandwiches at the concession
3
stand
yards.
are half price.
Give it to the big man, let him eat.
Let him eat. Burgers here's just 1 half price. Might as well let BB eat a little bit.
Get a look over here at the Piper student section. Pretty decent turnout. Piper, we'll see what Coach Brindle is going to dial up here. We're going to go see the student section of Piper.
See big.
Do they have a name for the Piper crew? 2 down, 2 points. Richards in the backfield with BB. It is a straight give to BB, who bangs down into the end zone. 2-point conversion for Piper, and the game is tied.
Give it to your best player. If he can't get you 3 yards, you probably don't deserve to win this football game. It's just like that. We're all knotted up. Well, we have a replay of the last time we did the game here 2 years ago, where it came down to overtime play at the goal line.
We'll check their replay for the 2-point conversion. Richards comes in as a lead blocker. Nothing fancy.
Big block there by Richard as well. Got to like a guy willing to go through there and not afraid to take on a little contact.
Well, we know Colton is not going to shy away from the contact. Richards, first time we've seen him on offense, he is listed as a running back as well. Here we go, 4th quarter. 3:56, 4 minutes. Plenty of time here for Bonner.
Yeah, and Connor Byers has been pretty phenomenal this evening. So if you're Coach Aslan, you got to have the confidence that your junior quarterback can lead you down the field for a game-winning drive. Or Piper's defense finally step up. Talked about them a lot this year.
Kick it right to Holmes. takes it inside the 10, gets a little bit of momentum, moves upfield. He's going to be outside the 20 to about the 24-yard line.
Runs that ball from the 3-yard line.
Didn't get quite ahead of steam. Headed into that wedge.
4-yard line, 21-yard run back there. Bonner Springs sets up shop. We're all tied, 3:49, first down 10.
Well, we've been looking for a good game, and we got one here, tied in the fourth quarter. Would we expect anything less from these two squads 2 years ago, game of the year? Looking to recreate that magic now as we're tied. Byers will come out. Bunch, trip set at the top of your screen, freeze. Is now joined at the bottom of your screen by Holmes. This has been the option to the short side. Byers sets, fires downfield to freeze. Almost picked off by Jones.
They kind of threw it over his outside shoulder. Freeze was looking inside.
Picked off by number 5, Jones. Stops the clock, 3:43 left to play.
I see what they're trying to do there, but, you know, if I want to go one-on-one with Freeze, I would prefer to have him be on the outside. It's just ran a basic seam route up the seams. Byers kind of threw it on his outside shoulder. And again, you don't have to go throw the ball right now either if you're Bonner. You know, you've had success running the ball.
Quick throw out to the screen to Hoffine. He's going to get upfield and pick up about 6-7 yards there on first down, second down, and it'll be a third down and manageable. But I mean, yeah, you had that speed option's been a good play. Even up the middle a few times, Byers has been able to keep and pick up yardage. Now they need a first down here. They don't want to get a ball right back to Piper.
Not only that, running the ball keeps the clock going a little bit. Like you say, you don't want to give the ball back to Piper with 3 minutes.
Option, Holmes takes it upfield. He is going to be short.
Handoff goes to number 6.
And that's probably only the first time tonight I'll question a play call.
Defensive line, including 59 Johnson, 17.
Had a little bit of success with that earlier, but here in the fourth quarter, you know Piper's linebackers will be peeling their, pinning their ears back a little bit, trying to fill every gap. I would like to see them try to go back on the outside with Byers.
Byers back deep to kick the ball. Nobody back for Piper. Kick is away. See if they get a roll. They need one, and they will not get it. Ball will be set up at about the 39. Piper now 2:30 remaining in the game. Ty Baines just led his team on a long touchdown drive. Has the ball back now with an opportunity to win it after being down 14-3 and 21-10. Piper bringing the magic.
So Steve's going to step up here. It's going to be Bonner's defense that's played, extremely well for most part of the game, but Piper's offense finally found something.
Jones,
a lot of room.
Coming flag, comes flying in, and Jones is going to have another long run. Return, he's going to go all the way back. Another long 61-yard touchdown run by Trayvon Jones is going to come back.
We have flags on the play.
The third, Jones has got a 80-yarder return. Sterling Owens has got a 80-yarder return, and Jones now is going to get a 61-yard touchdown play.
It's going to be a chop block.
Goes against the Pirates.
There was a lot of room in that play, so you kind of had to wonder. There was something going on out there. Got around the edge. There was nobody there in white for Bonner Springs.
2 timeouts remaining for each one of these teams as Bonner will have to look now at the possibility of using some of those timeouts and maybe get the ball back with the opportunity here in regulation. Again, as we learned a few years ago, overtime, both teams will get the ball at the 10. And overtime looks like a real possibility now as Piper would be dangerous if they try and pick this up here.
I was about to say, Bonner's defense has a pick 6 already.
Baines,
a couple of turnovers.
Toss play. Sterling Owens looking to get to the edge. Preston Piles can't get there. And he stays in bounds.
So see, Bonner will use a timeout.
He stopped by number 13.
So they only have 2, so they are going to get to wind the clock at least one time. 25 seconds between each play.
Bonner.
So they'll have 1 remaining. And it almost forces Piper to throw the ball.
kind of like you say, what type of risk does Piper take? Their defense is finally playing well, or you just content with running a couple of plays and punting the ball?
Well, the timeout handcuffs Piper because they don't want to throw the ball and throw an incompletion and stop the clock.
Right.
And you run the risk of getting Connor Byers back on there with even more time than what he's going to have now. If you're Coach Brindle, do you run the ball 2 more times here and try and take as much clock off as you can?
Yeah, I mean, to me, that's what you do. You either run the ball or some type of safe play if you're going to throw the ball. Try to see if you can, do that kind of long pass to the flat. That's like your long handoff.
California Royals at the end of 2, up still 1-0.
So we'll see if they will try to run this clock down. Because the way Piper's defense has been playing the last couple of possessions, you actually, if you're Coach Brenda, you probably want to have the ball, your defense out there.
Second down, 25, 2:08 remaining. Fourth quarter. Baines will come out in the pistol with Owens.
All right, 2:08 to play.
You'll look for another running play here from Piper. And a quick timeout from Bonner as soon as the tackle is made. Jet sweep coming, fake. Owens right up the middle. He's able to pull away. Sterling Owens breaks into the secondary, and now that changes things a little bit as it's going to be a third down. We'll see if Bonner still uses a timeout, and there's an injury, so they're going to be forced to use it.
Short of a first down.
It's a big play there. Second time they had success with the misdirection off the jet sweep. Big run there by Sterling Owens. He actually, he had hit at point of contact at the line of scrimmage, but he was able to get through it and pick up a big gain. So like you said, makes a different call there. Initial 2 guys for Bonner Springs met him at the line of scrimmage, but he was able to, we keep talking about how strong he is. He's one of the power lifters for Piper that had great success last winter, and he's able to power his legs through a tackle.
That's what I talked about him last year. Can he handle that first contact? And he did a great job there on that run, setting Piper up. Now third down 2 with 1:54 remaining. They right now have not charged Bonner with that timeout on the injury. We're going to see Colton Beebe one more time. Same play. Look like they're lining up here with Richards. Or do they fake it? Beebe right up the middle. He will press forward to the 49, and he's going to be beyond the 49. First down run for the Piper Pirates.
You figure Bonner probably knowing they're going to go with Beebe. No reason to use a timeout for first down. They're going to pick up. So that big run by Owens was a big play call, big effort on his part.
Well, you'd have thought Piper would have been up to the line there, not set up like that. Play clock is going along with the game clock. Baines will have to go quick. Trips bottom of your screen with Sterling Owens. Baines in the shotgun.
Piper's had success getting behind the defenders in this game.
Baines moves up in the pocket. He's not going to get away from Jacob Wiley. Sack for Bonner Springs.
Corralled by number 54 of the defense.
Wiley. We'll start calling him Wiley Coyote. He's all over the place like a wild man.
Baines gets back up quick with 1:15 remaining. Second down and 12. Baines rolls, fires to the sideline. Out of bounds, and they call it a catch for Mr. J.J. Letcher, who hands it to the official.
Get a look at that here on the replay on the sideline. In the middle, in the slot, just running the out route. Just missed a little bit. Actually, that's a bad, not a great job there from the defender, number 3. If he just gets out in there in the flat, if they're in a zone of any sort, which looked like they might have been in like a zone, he gets out there, he's able to step in front of that.
Third down, 8 for Piper. Baines in the shotgun. Timeout call by Piper. They'll talk about it because, again, you got a situation where if you throw it here, again, you're still leaving some time for Bonner.
So third down, they must not have been happy with what the play they had kind of set up there, considering the reception by Letcher had him out of bounds. The clock was stopped, but he probably wanted to talk about this big third down play. We have a final. Baser Linwood holds on to win 9-7 over Eudora.
Wow.
A game that I picked to go towards Baser, may I add.
Luckily, Lansing is sounding like they were holding it down for me at Turner. My pick has been the kiss of death. Of course, we both picked Piper. I heard this was plastered all over the Bonner Springs bulletin board.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, 1:07 left to play in regulation. Tied at 24 for the Pirates with the ball. It is 3rd down, 8.
3rd down, 8. Baines rolls, sets, room up the middle, able to hold on. And now we'll see.
Again, the pressure.
If Bonner calls a timeout.
From our man, number 56. French forced Baines to get up in the pocket where he was able to get help from his teammate, number 44, Preston Powles. So right now, Bonner's guys are just pinning their ears back and going. So we'll see the pressure from the outside for French and forced Baines up in the pocket where Powles came off his defender and made the tackle.
So 4th down, 6. Piper will obviously punt this football with 58 seconds remaining.
Take this game to overtime. You know, Piper did a good job of coming back in this game, so you would think they might think they have a little bit of momentum going into the overtime period.
As we wait for the conclusion of this game.
58 seconds, we're tied. Not a pretty game in the first half. A lot better in the second. In terms of sloppiness and turnovers. I think we just had the one interception by Bonner that didn't result in any points. Game has been pretty much everything we expected. 4th down and 6, and Piper is going for it. It would appear. Maybe trying to draw him off sides. We'll see how disciplined the Bonner defense is here.
Yeah, they try to draw him off. Good discipline by the Braves.
Well, it was obvious what they were doing there, though. So they will get they take the timeout.
I thought at first I was trying to take the delay to punt the ball, but with the clock not running, it really didn't matter.
Another timeout.
So here we are, partner, headed back to the scene of the crime.
I'm just glad to finally have a good game, even though we're out here on the deck at Piper Stadium in the cold.
We need to get the deck heated here at Piper. We're going to have to send a shout out to the Booster Club at Piper. Forget grad night, we need some heat out here on the deck. 4th down, 6. We would expect Piper to be coming out here punting. And the question would be is if this is a good punt, if it doesn't go into the end zone, does Bonner try to do anything with 58 seconds, or are they content in going into overtime?
I said that's the case. You might as well put a block on and just let the ball roll.
BB is back deep. Glenn. Thaddeus Glenn. Snap. BB takes, kicks, is very high. They will let it bounce, and it'll take a Piper bounce, and that'll pretty much seal the decision for Bonner Springs, who with 45 seconds left.
And be honest, I'm doing nothing but nailing on it. You don't want a chance at a fumble down here. Just nail on it and take it to overtime.
Connor Byers does have a big play. I mean, numerous big plays for Bonner Springs. Maybe they run a couple of safe option plays. Bonner doesn't even try to pitch it or anything.
I just nail on it. I don't try to do anything down here. Like, I don't even risk the shotgun snap down here.
So Byers is set up now, looking like they will go with that option play. It will be a straight give to Holmes right up the middle. Gets upfield.
I just don't risk getting hit in the fumble.
Ball carries number 5, Hoffine.
Going to have to at least snap the ball one more time.
Gain of 7 on the play makes it 2nd down and 3.
So with 21 seconds, Byers looks like he will snap it one more time. He will give it to Holmes, who has 2 hands wrapped around the football smartly. And we are headed to overtime here in Piper. Once again, 2 years later, both of these teams making plays. Piper down 14-3, 21-10. Are back tied 24-24. This is David Brox. We'll be right back with the overtime. So, all right, overtime. Bonner Springs will have first.
Bonner Springs gets it on offense first.
Byers, quick screen out to Hoffine, makes a move, spins away, pushes down to inside the 5.
Great individual effort by Hoffine. Got hit.
It might have been Glenn.
So he got hit at reception point. Did a good job of spinning off one guy. Kind of keeping his feet moving. Was able to get down there to the 5-yard line. So puts them in a good position here. Gives them some options.
Byers looking to the sideline for a play. He'll come out shotgun, trips, bottom of your screen, freeze at the top. Holmes directly behind Byers. Snap, sets, fires, end zone, incomplete. Glenn not able to hold, that's Hoffine not able to hold on.
It's a tough throw there by Byers. Got hit as he released it. Put it in a good spot. Surprised they're on 2nd down for them to come out and throw it. I thought they would try to maybe do something with Byers, put them on the perimeter.
Byers with 2 rushing touchdowns scored down in this area earlier in the ball game.
I said they also haven't gone to that where they spread him out. He just goes right up the 0 hole. He had great success on that earlier.
Glenn comes in motion. Byers sets the edge. Holmes, flag down. Holmes is going into the end zone for a touchdown, but there's a flag down in the backfield. That's going to be a costly penalty for Bonner Springs. Holding.
The indication from the referee against Bonner Springs.
So that's going to come back. A couple of final scores come through. Lansing defeats Turner 20-13. Tonganoxie in the Battle of Beatons defeats Bishop Ward 19-18.
So that's going to be very tough for Bonner. It still will be 3rd down. The ball moves all the way back to the 19, which is going to be on the cusp
on the penalty, ball brought back to
of Thaddeus Glenn's.
I say, so you wonder, do you try to pick up half of that back and put yourself in field goal position, or you try to get the touchdown? You got one-on-one with Freeze, your best receiver out there at the bottom of the screen.
Byers throws it up, well overthrown, incomplete. Flag comes in late.
That was I don't know what this was, but that's a poorly thrown ball. Unless they're going to call defensive holding because the ball was in the air and he still had contact or illegal contact.
Pass interference against Piper.
And you know why that play happens, Ashley, because Byers threw it so fast. He still had contact with him out there on the outside. You'll see that on the replay. Byers took a step back, and he just, took one step and threw it up. And because he's throwing the ball, he's still making contact with them. So that's actually, I wouldn't call it pass interference as much as I would call it like illegal contact, but nonetheless.
I don't know if that's a valid call in high school, illegal contact.
Well, maybe that's why they called it pass interference.
Bonner.
And that's all on the fact because Byers threw it so fast. So
Byers, 3rd down, goal from the 10. Sets, fires, spins away. Hoffine into the end zone, touchdown.
That was a heck of a play there by Hoffine.
And I think that was Trayvon Jones had him lined up perfectly for the form tackle.
Looks like that's number 25.
Yeah, make 25. We'll have to see on the replay, but my goodness.
Devin McIntosh was right there. He's made some good plays tonight right there. And Hoffine rolled off of him. Extra effort, got it done. Right now it's a little bit of a sense of who wants it more, and Hoffine went ahead and put his voice in and said it's going to be the Braves.
extra point now. They will go for the one, and the kick is up, and it is good.
So let's look at the replay here. A little bit of a hot finds there in the slot. It's just a in-out route.
It's almost a pick play, but McIntosh has got to make
right
that
there.
tackle.
Not only that, the guys who came in to help a little bit kind of gave up on the play themselves. So you had two other guys pursue the play, and they kind of gave up thinking McIntosh had it alone, which goes back to we talked about some of the games we saw earlier this year. Some teams gang tackle.
But you see almost that Bach came off.
He came off of him, had a chance to make the play on him. We got BB and Jones coming there, and they just kind of gave up on it thinking McIntosh had it done. So good effort there by Hoffine.
Hayden Hoffine coming off that Achilles injury. Bonner now with an opportunity if they can play some defense. We'll see what they come out here. Richards will be in the backfield, looking like they're going to set up BB. Give it to your best player. They do. Works the edge. Dragging players. He's going to be met at the 5. Good first down pickup for Piper.
That's the time you just give it to him 4 straight times. Got another final in the KCAL.
We see the replay here as BB. Good run to push down.
Atchison wins 23-12 over Schlegel to stay undefeated and to win at least a share, I would think, for the KCL. Sitting at 4-0 now in conference with 1 to go.
Hey, congrats to Atchison.
We also know BB's had some fumble issues at times.
This time, Bonner steps up. And it seems Coach Brindle's made a decision that he's going to give it to his best player.
Same end of the field as
the goal line stand by Piper. Now Bonner Springs with an opportunity to do the same.
The stand 2 years ago, same end zone. And we talked about previously how that play, that game kind of had both teams going in opposite directions.
2 years ago, Bonner Springs came into this game undefeated. Piper was undefeated. Colton Beebe now goes back behind Baines. Jones in the game now. Baines, it is play action. Rolling, throwing to Jones. Tipped away at the last second. Incomplete.
Is that Mr. Hayes?
Number 3. Roman. They call it freeze. We'll see here.
Yeah, freeze, laid out. Effort.
But here we go. 4th down from the 4. This is your ball game.
Piper will use their timeout in overtime. What a play there. He laid out. What a play if he would have picked that too. But he did what he needed to do to get his hands on it. Jones is sitting there wide open. We talked about it a little bit again. He's sitting there waiting on it. If he takes a step back to it, maybe he's able to make that play.
So you're in the same situation you were in on the 2-point conversion here, basically from the 4. Are you handing it to BB, or do you do play action and leave it in Baines' hands to maybe make a run or a throw of his own?
That's what I got. You have to go run pass option here. With what we saw on 2nd down, the way Bonner stood up in the middle of the line and held BB to nothing. I think you kind of got to go for run pass option there with Baines on the outside. However, no Piper like to do this. You cannot give him the run pass option going away from his strong side. You can't have him trying to throw on his back shoulder.
The parallels between these two games are ridiculous. Bonner with a penalty pushed him back just outside the 20, are still able to score on a big pass play. A few years ago it was Tanner Eichenberry, but now it's Piper. And Bonner, defense, who's made plays all in the first half. It will be Baines back in the backfield by himself.
You know he's going to roll this way a little bit. So we talked about French earlier.
Jones in motion.
See what
he's manned up.
They can get some pressure.
Baines sits in the pocket, throw across the middle, drop, incomplete. Bonner Springs gets the victory and knocks off the undefeated Piper Pirates.
4-1 now the record.
And Bonner sideline storms the field. You had, you cannot argue the play. Wide open slant, and put it right on him. Just went right through the hands of BB. We'll see the replay. here. He's lined up in the slot right. Just that's the
previous
big third down play. Great effort by Freeze to kind of game saving. I ain't gonna say game saving, but stop them from potentially tying up the game. And we see on fourth down, see BB there in the slot. He just runs a 3-yard slant route to the end zone, and he laid it right on him. Had his defender beat. And that's just one he has to bring in. You can't ask for a better ball right there. So another great game. Yeah, you can't put that. You can't ask for great ball there by Baines. Just one that BB has to reel in there. So
a good game nonetheless. We finally get a good game. SHUKC's game of the week. We get what we will hope for from these two teams. Both teams now 4-1.
Jonah Freeze told us. Just want to get it done. I was impressed with the defense tonight of Bonner.
Just a great ball game. A huge comeback by Piper, though. Down 14-3, down 21-10. They do fall up short in overtime, though, and we'll call it here. This is David Brox. I would like to send a shout-out to Mark Snyder, Louis Fasani, Hannah Strobel on the cameras. I am David Brox with Vernon Birmingham.
Wu-Tang's for the children.
The Woo. We'll see you next week.